Squatch. It's in our name. It's in the name. We are the game. CM Squatch. Welcome to the show. It's a sports show of some sorts. I'm joined with, well, you can see the array of
talent. Here, let me get mine out real quick.
Uh-oh.
Now, Josh, why is yours so much bigger than his?
Genetics.
Literally, it's in the fucking genes, alright.
Better than over my shoulder. Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Good God.
You did, yeah.
I don't know why Facebook's constantly banning me.
I couldn't understand either.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Are you underneath the ban right now?
Yes, I am.
Well,
This motherfucker gets shadow banned left and right.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
I couldn't imagine why.
Soft.
Account restricted. God dang. What'd you do?
Don't ask.
I think it was the Kool-Aid one again.
Well, see, since I don't do the Facebook, I'm really, I don't know what people are posting. I don't know what the true pulse is of America. So
There's a lot of funny shit. Go ahead, Vince. Our bad.
I don't even fucking know.
I get that.
I don't even fucking know.
are we gonna start the show or what?
I'm Squatch. To my right is Mr. Mike Cox.
What's up, yo?
To his right is Mr. Josh McCoy.
Still here, man. Always here.
And if you're watching, you get to see our number one fan, Mr. Terry Westoff, showing up again.
Boom.
What's going on?
There we
And
go.
now contributor.
Yeah.
See, who says being a fan does not pay off?
Yeah.
On something important like this?
On this, it's
Yeah.
fucking great. But if you're a Phillies fan, does it really pay off?
Does anything in Philly pay off anymore?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Hey, the Carson Wentz thing. Hey. Hey, man.
We're going to get to that. Yeah, that's newest news of the day.
Yeah, wow. That's our news, right?
Yeah, the new news.
We've got a lot of new news,
Wow.
but that's the newest of the new news.
Dang. So, how are we going to start this off? You guys want to run through your other picks that you made or whatever?
No. Let's do the...
No, let's do the breaking shit.
Yeah.
I mean, so newest stuff I heard.
Okay.
Which is nothing.
Which is never nothing. Wilson.
Oh.
Wilson.
You
I'm
you
starting with
glossed
that.
over. You're even starting it off wrong.
Okay. All right. Correct me, please.
Okay. Well, first was Aaron Rodgers actually agreeing to a contract,
I mean, come on. We
and
knew he
now
was gonna do
instantaneously Denver and everybody comes out. Oh no! We were never going after Aaron Rodgers. This has nothing to do. You liars! Shut up. Had everything to do with Aaron Rodgers saying I'm staying in Green Bay.
it. Oh, absolutely.
What?
Then you can go to the Russell Wilson trade.
It's the dominoes, man.
Yes.
It's the dominoes.
Well,
that
but as
fall.
soon as they made that trade, everybody came out. It's like, oh, you're just waiting for Aaron. Oh, no, we weren't. We've been working on this deal. Yeah, you've been working on the deal.
Yeah.
But you were going to pull the
finalized.
trigger
Yep.
until Aaron was off the table.
Absolutely.
Shut up.
Absolutely.
Quit it.
That's how that works, man.
Yes, you guys are lying. Just quit.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
They are. Everybody knows that.
You gotta save face somehow, damn
And it's
it.
a no-brainer. No, it's not even about saving. No, you don't. Nobody's going to get mad at you because you went after Aaron Rodgers before Russell Wilson.
Oh, no. No. It would have been expected
Yes.
to go after Aaron.
For you to come out publicly and say, no, we were never even looking at him. We were always focused on Russell. That means you're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm supposed to follow you and trust in your judgment. How? Based on what?
Right.
Brock Osweiler?
Hey, hey, he's
Forgot about him.
He could probably play.
He might be starting an Indy.
You never know, man.
So then we go to the Russell.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a hefty price, but I don't think it was overpriced.
I don't think so either.
Actually,
Two first rounds, 2 second rounds.
I do that all day long. I do it all day long, man.
I didn't think it was too bad.
I was talking to Terry about this. I was like, for the price that they paid, I mean, how many quarterbacks? I mean, you ask any team, how many quarterbacks, like the Jets, how many quarterbacks have you gotten to where you found the guy? What are we going on?
Uh-huh.
Let's look. The Jets are sitting at, over the past, I just saw this stat the other day, actually. Cleveland still leads the pack because it's Cleveland.
Yep.
And then Jets follow real close behind them. And we're talking 11 plus starting quarterbacks
Yeah.
for these franchises since Russell Wilson's been in the league.
Right. Right.
And you're worried about giving up 2 first round draft picks?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah, no joke.
That's wwhy you're losers.
That's what I do. I go, well,
That's why you're New York and
Take it.
Cleveland.
Yep. Take it. As long as you have a team that's built up,
Yeah.
you got pieces around there, and if you get a player to like Wilson's caliber, it's going to help bring in other guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Von Miller's coming back home.
I bet he will.
That's a no-brainer.
Yep.
At a reduced rate, because you didn't really want to get rid of him in the first place.
Nope.
He was just costing you. The price wasn't matching up with the production.
Correct.
Now it will.
Yep. And
Hey,
you got a pick out of the deal. I mean,
not too bad.
yeah.
You'll be
pretty
fine.
good. Yeah. Be happy.
Yeah. Seattle. Later that night, of course, Josh texts me. I'm trying to play football while getting leg raped by a dog, stabbed with a bone. It was a rough night. And Josh texts me about the next breaking news,
Yeah.
and I hadn't caught on to it yet because Seattle's. I was just worried about hey, maybe now Seattle's got some ammunition. They can go after Deshaun.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because tonight, I was going to put out that, hey, my projection for next year is be on the lookout for DK Metcalf to have that breakout year, just like Cooper Kupp just did.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I think him and Russell are going to be on the page.
Yep.
They're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much.
No, no.
Not now.
Then Josh texts me, hey, Wagner's gone.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah. How the hell you
Hey,
gonna do
Metcalf's on the block. Lockett's on the block. I'm like,
that? Yep.
but Pete Carroll at the Combine just said he wasn't interested in a rebuild. He's the oldest coach in football.
Yeah.
That's what he's got.
No, they're not rebuilding. They are torching.
Yeah.
They are torching it all.
And that's fair. You see what they've done throughout how they've traded away their draft capital.
Yep.
All right. Don't get me wrong. We've said it before. Like for safeties, it's cool to have them.
But you can get them in fifth, sixth round.
Right.
If your scouting department does a good job,
Yeah.
you can get them in fifth and sixth round.
Yep. Or even second, third.
Yeah.
That's not a big reach.
No, because second, third round pick is what it should be, a starting caliber player.
Right. Right. And I've always said if there's a generational talent, you can draft a safety in first, but you have to make sure that he's a generational talent,
Right.
or else it's not going to work like that.
No. Are they Ed Reed?
Exactly.
Are they Troy Polamalu?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys like that, Rod Woodson, to where
Yeah.
I'm getting plenty of interceptions. All right.
and not just the interceptions.
Yeah.
It's the plays that you don't see show up on the stat sheet.
Right. Right. There's a whole lot that goes into it too, but I was kind of breaking that down for how Seattle said, well, we're going to trade off multiple first-round picks for this guy, and he's really good. And
a lot of guys that they did it for, they weren't even really that good. They
Right.
they were all right.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Graham, yeah. 2 years before you traded for him, yeah, he's pretty good.
Right.
Now he's just all right.
Right. And
And he gave up an all-pro center.
yeah, exactly. That's the part that I was like, oh, God.
But Russell's mobile.
Yeah.
Okay.
They haven't helped him out a whole lot.
That's what pissed him off.
Yeah, they haven't helped him out a whole lot. And, well, for me, if I was him, I'd be like, hey,
Yeah, I get it.
peace. I really like my legs where they're at. So, and I like to be able to walk on.
But I knew he was not going to no New York team. Hey, the only New York team didn't need a quarterback.
For what they'd have to give up for each one of them.
And then the
They
two New
probably
Jersey
couldn't.
teams, he wants no part of those dumpster fires. Sorry, Terry.
Okay, so there's that.
So you knew he wasn't going to New York.
No.
Just, it wasn't going to happen.
But Watson, however.
That's still a domino yet to fall, but we did have one fall.
Yep.
Carson Wentz went today. I don't know what's going on there. It's two teams in 2 years that just run away from him.
Yep.
It's not looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bad
And
thing.
especially when it's Frank Reich, who was his guy in Philly
Yeah.
on his MVP year.
I don't know if it was his call though. You know what I mean? I don't really think
yeah.
that was his.
It might have been
deal.
Ballard.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but this is not a good look.
No, of course it isn't. No.
And I actually like Carson.
yeah.
I'd watched him at North Dakota State. I knew who he was.
Yep.
Knew all about him. Man. Even on somebody I don't like, I don't wish him going to D.C.
Good spot for him though. Really good spot for him.
Yeah, but it's D.C.
Yeah, I know it. But there's weapons out there for him to be able to take advantage of. So
And yet they always seem to fuck it up. I mean, if you look at him from the top down, it's a franchise in complete and total disarray and turmoil. From the literal top down.
yeah. Well, probably because their owner would like to see more of the tops down. Okay.
But he can't because he's not allowed on the fucking property.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
No. But Wentz for what? 2/3?
Couple thirds.
Yeah. Trade swap of 2022 second round draft picks as well. So the 42 and 47.
Yeah. They swapped those and then a couple third rounds.
Yep. So 22 third pick and next year's third.
Yeah.
Well, why not? I mean, it's third round pick.
Well, I was like, surely they're not going after Trubisky. No, they're not. There's another team eyeballing Trubisky. It's like, they trade for Danny Dimes?
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's like, and my Philly buddy at work, he's like, no, it wasn't Danny Dimes. It's a former NFC East competitor. I was like, tell me they're not getting Dwayne Haskins back. I mean, I could see him doing that.
Oh, God.
It's the slurs, dude. I could see that happening.
Oh, God. I don't think he wants that.
I don't know. I thought,
He may have a viable shot at doing something, too, so who knows?
there's another quarterback in the draft that's got more upside. I mean, the best quarterback for this year's draft was drafted in the second round last year. Davis Mills.
Right.
He would
He's
have been
showing-
a top 5 pick in this year's draft.
Right.
But he went to Houston in the second round last year.
Right.
I'm like, man, if you guys just play your cards a little better. Play your cards just a little bit better.
Hold one and draft later.
Just look at Jordan Love. What would he be in this year's draft?
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd be a top 5 pick also.
Pretty close to it. Yeah.
The quarterback draft classes that week, that these other kids would be way up there. People would be drooling over them.
Yeah.
But yet, I'm going to bet that we have at least 4 and most likely 5 quarterbacks go in the first round again.
Boy, I'm humping so.
And I wouldn't take one of them. If I
hope-
did anything, I'd do the Baltimore or Minnesota trade back up at the end of round 1 to get Willis. That's it.
Right.
The rest of them, be hard pressed to give up a third round pick for him.
Pickett looks like he's actually pretty good, but age is another part to it, and that's the reason why I think he'll probably slip probably in second or what do you call it? Very early second or maybe the end of first round.
I'm guessing first round.
Yeah.
There's still teams, especially now, without quarterbacks,
Yeah.
and we see what people do for quarterbacks.
Well, just remember, the Lions hold the second pick. So if you really see a guy, you can come trade for him. I'm okay with that. Because there's a lot of players after the 10 that I'm looking at going, oh, what are people
I'm looking
thinking?
I'm looking at the first 5, and I'm like, yeah, I've got nothing but linemen.
Yeah,
I've got nothing but linemen.
yeah.
If you take anybody but an offensive lineman in the top 5, you're wasting your pick.
Here's my thing is I was telling Terry about it. I was like, because he, Giants owned what, 5th? And
Yep,
5th
7th?
and 7th, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I was like, Terry, your boys should probably do a trade with my team. Because, tell you the truth, trade that the 5th or the 7th and package it in with like a 2nd, right? And move up, because by the time it gets to yours, your tackle selection and those guys, they're done.
They should be. They should go right off the board.
Yeah.
Just consecutively in a row.
Yeah. Everybody's thinking that Aiden may go number 1 because of the
I wouldn't
Cam.
take him in the top 5.
Because Cam, what do you call it? Signed? Not signed, but got franchise tag
Oh,
for the
God.
Jaguars.
Yeah.
So people are expecting them not to take a tackle. Well,
You
We'll
have to
see.
have 2 of those.
yep.
And if you're franchising one,
Yeah,
come on.
exactly.
That's just so we can have you here at left tackle this year.
Yep.
Get our rookie playing for a year at right tackle. You can kick bricks. We're slide him right over to left tackle. He's in the league. He's got game speed and shit built up now.
Right. Which is, it's kind of funny. I mean, if you look at how everything's played out with the franchise tag right now, like for tight ends, I mean, all the tight ends are pretty much gone except for like one, like Ingram from the Giants.
Yeah.
And of course, since the Patriots did their thing,
Yeah, they didn't have to worry about it.
and he's the hot guy on the market now. He's like the $10 million man.
Well, so is Dalton Schultz, so what's that tell you?
Yeah, I know. That's just the reason why I'm just like, whoa, wait, what's going on here? So,
Broncos 3rd round, kids.
you
saying. Just saying.
like raise the cap and everybody loses their friggin' mind all of a sudden. Got to keep what I got. It's like, wait, how many wins? You're picking number 1. Why are you keeping what you got?
I mean, you're not wrong. What you got working out.
Right? Jeez, come on, man. But hey, that's just my point of view for things. But
I don't know. I'm clearly not sold on Hutchinson. The second I hear Michigan, 6'5", 270-pound defensive end with no bend, I just go straight back to Taco Charlton and Quiddy Pay.
yeah,
And you know, after 6 years of professional NFL football under the belt, they got 8 sacks.
yeah.
Like, I don't think that's worthy of a number 1 pick.
Well, Taco was special. If you remember,
I heard how often did I hear that?
Yeah,
Oh no, that's a steal.
I didn't say that.
No, but everybody on ESPN did. Oh, at 17, he's a steal.
And I was like, sorry about that, dude. Maybe he won't be as bad as what we think he is.
No,
That's what we said.
No, he's flourishing on every practice squad he hits,
Yeah, yeah,
which is a lot of them because he hits all of them.
Yeah.
Because nobody's willing to start him.
yeah. So, who do you think's the best?
I like, if I had the number 1 overall pick, I'm taking the NC State left tackle. That's my kid right
Yeah.
there. He's my number 1.
Yeah. How about you?
I don't know.
That a boy. Not the best color man in the
college
business
sports enough.
or anything.
I've watched highlights of the combine. That's all I pretty much done.
Well, that's not good. Damn it.
Unless you're Al Davis.
Well, what about you?
Call me Al Davis.
He just went over the 40 times, dude.
What was that? Jordan Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah, sold.
Man. Hey,
He's
after you're done with the show, Raiders gonna be calling you for some GM love.
yes.
They just fired theirs. He had intelligence.
Yeah,
Didn't like that at all.
I'm cool with that.
I'm going.
I'll go to Vegas. I'm cool.
Mine is probably Kyle Hamilton,
You like Hamilton?
safety, Notre Dame.
Yep. Everybody's got him. Not everybody, but I saw him mocked most at number 2 to Detroit.
Yeah, and
And everybody is clearly on the same page. He's the best player in the draft.
right.
Yeah.
That's who I have for the best player. There's a couple of safeties that are out there that are holy crap, and they're going to go in like the second round, depending upon who's picking. But there are some freaking talented guys out there on the
Yeah.
defensive side of the ball that holy shit, man. But a couple of them, like linebackers that didn't run fast 40 time, right? But you pop on their game tape and you go, holy crap,
Yeah.
So the diagnostic of these guys' minds is just unbelievable.
Well, and that's when it gets into each team's scouting department
Yeah.
and what they actually pay attention to, how good they are at their job.
Correct. And that's why I'm just hoping on a couple of players that are going in the back end of the draft that they even get picked up. So we'll see though. We'll see.
Hey, look at that. McShay loves your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of experts have Hamilton going to Detroit.
Yeah. And it's not that I like
Iquanu, that's who I've got slated at number 1. A lot of people have Neal and Iquanu just
flip-flopping.
hand in hand.
Right. Depends on which one you like more for.
God, I hope
Punch.
Jacksonville's and takes Hutchins number 1. You just keep Jacksonville in, baby.
Right.
Keep on keeping on. And see, I saw a couple of mocks now that really pissed me off.
And this is one of them, huh?
No, this is not. But it is the number 5 overall pick.
Yeah.
I saw a certain center from Iowa slated at number 5. I'm like,
Right.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Yep. And that's one of my guys that I had.
Your kid's
he's
good.
He's in my top 10, and there's a really, really good reason for it.
He's really good.
Yeah. A lot of players this year that aren't in those star categories, like quarterback, wide receiver, that typically get overdrafted,
Right.
These other guys
They're just
have
so
taken
much better.
Yeah, have taken those spots.
And they
away.
should. They're just better.
Yeah, just better overall.
They're going to help your team where that other pick is just a waste of pick, and you're setting your franchise back 3 to 4, 5 years.
You see, and some of it is. But the way we're watching the disposal of certain players,
Boy, howdy.
I mean, you get 6 games, well, that's great, you're done.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
But take Lindbaum, if he goes number 5, you'll have a certain group of experts.
Right.
Oh, what a wasted pick. Way too high. Overdrafted. That's a reach. Well, Dallas reached for Frederick at 31.
Right.
And Mark Stepnoski, go way back in the day. Yeah, that undersized center,
Mm-hmm.
that's Lindbaum.
Right.
Did Stepnoski pan out?
Exactly.
He was all right for an undersized center. And he only made 10 straight Pro Bowls. That's cool. But no, you take your flyer on a wide receiver at number 1 that's going to end up with 5 career touchdown catches. Go for it.
Right. Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, certain players that I've seen on like PFF and all the rest of that, they got them like graded 121. Let's just say you don't
I was
get.
going to say, I like what PFF does,
Yeah,
but they do actually miss out here and there
they do. They really do.
because they underrate one thing or overrate another thing.
Correct. And like my guy Lindstrom from BC, he's another center.
Oh, yeah.
That he's getting graded out at around 4th to the 5th round, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't see that. He's actually, to me, he would be a safe bet in the 3rd, maybe 2nd. So, but everybody else has pretty much got him down. I'm like, well, he's still a really good center. He plays really good. I don't know what the hell more they want. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit undersized, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
yeah, that doesn't
It really
make a
doesn't.
shit. Not unless you're moving him to guard. I mean,
Mark, well, just think of guards. Mark Schlereth was always really good in DC,
yeah,
and then Denver wanted him, got him, and instantaneously made him lose weight.
right.
Hey, we want you. You're pretty good. We want you to be really good. So why don't you lose some weight, dude?
Yeah. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
So, been noticing on the draft end of things, everybody's really huddled and bunched in this draft.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your few guys that, well, for me, they're no-brainers that stand out from that pack, and they're going to get drafted in various rounds in this one.
And they're gonna come off in little groups.
Right. But, I mean, they have such a tight pack in this. I was wondering, what's your impression of, is it that strong of a draft, or is it actually
No.
that weak of a group
I
of
think it's
draft?
more weak. The offensive linemen clearly dominate this draft.
Mhm.
To me, it's like Cross at 6. Well, you could have him anywhere from 1 to 10.
Right.
These tackles are really good and kind of interchangeable. A lot of the same traits, characteristics, a lot of the same game tape.
Right.
But like the receivers in this draft, I don't see anybody that just blows me away. The Arkansas kid, he's flying off draft boards. Drake London, who McShay has at 8 there,
Yeah.
he ran horribly at the combine.
Mhm.
He's dropping like a brick. The receivers don't blow me away. There's some good corners, but as we've saw, especially in recent years, Trayvon Diggs went in the 2nd round, kids.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're reaching. I can see so many reaches where, oh, well, this kid has this measurable.
Right.
Well, but what about his game tape? Well, but he's got this measurable, so the potential's there.
Right.
And I don't understand why these teams keep setting their franchise back on potential instead of getting the plug and play.
Right.
Yeah.
The best on the board that you know you can put in, and he's going to play.
See, and that's what I was kind of looking at with some of the different feels I got, like for the cornerbacks, Stingley, who's just sliding down.
He's
boards,
coming off an injury.
right? But whenever he played, you look at, okay, well, completion percentage against him was
It's
right
not
around
very good.
40%.
Yeah.
Isn't that the sign of a good cornerback, making sure that the other player doesn't catch the ball?
Well,
You know what I mean? But to watch these guys that'll slide down, and then you go, somebody's got to call bullshit. It's not all about running a fast 40, you know. It's and oh well, he can put up more bench press reps than I thought he could. You know what?
but if McShay starts, if McShay and Kuiper start calling you out on ESPN,
Right.
that's going to rile the fan base up,
Yep.
and you're not willing to risk that, even though the product on the field is going to be better doing it your way.
right, right,
We are so terrified of somebody saying shit on social media
right.
Yeah.
that we're not willing to take, not the risk, just the smart bet.
Yeah, and that's my thing is, I love football. You know, I like to see a team that's in it to win it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do. You get the best players.
And that's kind of where Green Bay fucked up.
Right,
Instead of drafting the best available player,
right.
they drafted a quarterback they didn't need that was not the best available player on the board.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then
They
pissed
wouldn't-
off your best player.
They went against their own philosophy.
Right, right.
Why? Because the new kid in the fucking room.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't even wiped his ass in this yet. What are you doing listening to him?
Yep, absolutely, man.
You're letting the baby that shits his pants and sucks his thumb run the house. What are you doing?
That's what they're doing.
Oh, but he's won the division every year. He's 13 wins every year.
Yep.
Well, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is his fucking quarterback. What do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, man. He's not breaking any barriers here. He's
Well,
got Aaron Rodgers as his fucking quarterback. He's gonna win a lot of games.
You have to. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, we saw Adam Gase teach Peyton Manning, and then go and proceed to ruin Ryan Tannehill
Yeah.
and
Look at
destroy the
Tannehill
Jets
now.
franchise. What? Oh, yeah, lo and behold, go figure.
Yeah.
Maybe Gase wasn't the one that taught Peyton Manning something. Oh, who would have ever thought of that? Jackasses.
You really think that? I mean, Gase was just so
Because
in
the
it.
quarterback
Throw
situation.
some at you.
Well, you're probably right. The quarterback situation in Denver was really good before Peyton Manning got there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they had Tebow.
Back to throwing something at you.
There was Brocktober.
Hey, in his defense, Tebow won a playoff game.
Yeah,
He beat Big Ben.
yeah. I mean, he did something that Matt Stafford didn't do.
He won a playoff game.
Word. That had nothing to do with Demarius Thomas either.
No, that
Alright,
was
he
all.
It was all about the Tebows.
It was.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
Okay. What did you actually think of Cross? Because the other tackles are pretty much. He's kind of my flyer, my outsider that I'm not really sold on.
You see, and
But
that's
he's gonna be up there.
not sold yet.
I wasn't either.
Not sold
But he's
yet,
gonna
yeah.
go top 10.
And that's what everybody tells me, and I'm like, I don't know if there's really that much of a stand up between like him and Penning from Northern Iowa.
Right.
And,
Where Penning will probably go first round, but he'll probably be closer to 20.
right. And that's kind of the reason why I'm sitting here going, hey, no. There's other guys though. I mean,
Yep. Well, McShay's moved him up to 14 to Baltimore.
no, did they?
Yep. That's a jump.
And here's another one of my. Since you guys are talking about linemen, and you know me,
That's where the game's made. That's where the game's won and lost.
right. I got a guy that's like, I don't know, almost 20th on people's boards that are as far as guard position
Right.
goes. It's like the 20th best guard. All right, and that's a K-State boy,
He's
Josh
good.
Rivas.
Yeah, he's good.
He didn't allow a friggin' sack, and he got injured this year.
Yeah.
How can you not? Even
He's good.
you look at the freaking tape, you go, oh well, he's more than willing to help out. And
Yeah.
he pushes off real good.
Yep.
And
He'll get his contact and then bump
yeah,
to help you out.
exactly.
Yeah. And still not give up the pressure on his side.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at all this shit going,
I watched a kid
why?
play a little bit.
Yeah. Why?
The
How?
kid's pretty good.
Yeah. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me, because I see a lot of these players that every year, I'm like, these guys may not even get friggin' drafted, and I mean they got just as much tape on these kids.
Well, that's the problem.
than-
They have so much good tape
Yep.
that nobody looks at it. Oh, yeah, but the combine.
Yeah.
Combine. Did you beat OU? Well, Mahomes never did. Mahomes never beat me. Yeah, but he's going in top 10 and fuck you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He's pretty.
Right. That's how that's rolling.
I relate it back to Harbaugh and Brian Flores. Do you want hugs or do you want wins? Do you want to look pretty on the front page or do you want to win?
Yep. And I mean, I'm sorry, I just have to bring some of these guys up, you know. Unfortunately, my guy that I liked, Watson, North Dakota State, he ran a really quick 40, which I knew he was going to.
Yeah, he's going to start driving up boards.
Yeah, that pissed me off. That pissed me off, because that was my sleeper kid. And
Well, this is all Carson Wentz's fucking fault.
yeah, it is, son of a bitch. Should have known better. God dang. So, I mean, what I do like is I think there's some, legit talent out there, even in the later rounds. You know, a couple of names that I've brought up, you know.
I
throughout
think
this
that's
time.
your best bet. When you hear the first round, quit looking at these, oh, well, I've got to take a quarterback here, or I've got to take an outside linebacker here, No, take the best available here.
Yeah.
Wait
Yeah.
till you hit the third and fourth.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talent there that you can reach for.
Correct. Correct.
And it might not be a splash pick on draft day,
Yeah.
but on opening day, guess what?
Exactly. It's big then.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I was just trying to get to my point to where certain players, they have the name recognition going into it, and it doesn't friggin' matter what they do.
No.
It's just that name recognition that will carry them in and keep them in the first or second round.
But a lot of these players start experiencing this shit in high school, and then into college, and then when everybody looks to the NFL to fix the problem,
Yep.
that's where they're fucking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem doesn't start at the NFL level.
Nope.
It starts way back in high school and college.
Right.
So unless you're gonna fix the root of the problem, you'll never get the problem fixed.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at Manning. Yeah, I've watched so many games of his in college where some games he's pretty good.
Yeah.
In other games, the halfback going to Iowa State smoke showed him, was the best player on field by a mile. Nobody talked about that kid. It was all about Arch. Where's Arch going?
Yep.
Like, well, it looks like to the 6th round to me. I mean, any dude that throws that many picks in a high school game,
Right.
what are you talking about?
Hey, fair enough.
I mean, that little dude just played halfback, wide receiver, returned kicks, punts, and played safety and corner. And beat Arch Manning's ass.
Say,
Where's he going?
where's he going? Yeah.
That would be my bigger concern.
Typically, that's how that should work.
But the star that shined wasn't the star they talked about.
Right. Okay, since you guys know local people, or that are coming up for the draft, some dude Dallas, oh goodness, Flowers, Pitt State.
Corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, kids. I don't know if he'll get drafted, but if he should sign as an undrafted free agent, he'll make a roster.
It's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Because I really didn't get to
He's pretty good.
pay attention.
He was our #1 corner.
Okay.
He was all MIAA. I think he was second team, all D2. Yeah, kid's pretty good. He can play.
See, I got good questions
Because
like that.
our offense wasn't really stellar this year at Pitt State.
Yep.
What was our fucking defense. It would just keep beating people up until the offense finally could get going.
Took a little bit.
The defense actually carried the offense and just kept setting the offense up over and over and over again.
Oh, well, that's a good.
So
sign.
any Pitt State defender you see on that list, they're going to make a roster.
Okay. All right.
They are really good.
See, I'm always full of great questions like this, locally and whatnot,
even
so.
here recently in the drafts, we saw a lot of smaller corners that they might be undersized, but if they got good cover skills and especially good man skills,
Yeah.
they're getting bumped up in the draft to the 5th, 6th, 7th round, or at least getting signed as an undrafted free agent.
See, my Jaquan McMillan will get in. He will get in. I'm telling you, PFF's got in love with him or something because he's got one of the highest graded man coverage
Right.
in there, and he's his own player. So
It does happen.
Yep.
It does happen.
So I don't know. So
I'm hoping Philly fucks up here again.
oh shit.
I really do at 15. I'm like, oh, come on. Let's see that douchebag receiver that you're going to draft that you shouldn't. And I think that pick's way wrong. I do not see Ojabo being left on the board at 15 or 16. I think he'll go right after the top 10.
He could.
I
He
think
could.
more that the scouts and the GMs put the tape on, the
Yeah.
game tape on of
Yeah.
the kid.
And you go back
It'll
to last
open their
year's
eyes.
even. You go back to last year's game.
Like, hey,
tape,
why
not
did we
even
take
this
Quiddy
year's.
Pace so high to not do shit?
Right.
Why do we want to take Aiden Hutchins so high to not do shit in the NFL? Because that dude on the other side.
Right.
Yep.
That dude on the other side. That's why.
Yep. We talked about this.
Yeah,
We
it's
talked
true.
About this. Yeah.
Just like everybody's all up in arms. Oh, you got to cut Tank. I'm like, that's stupid. Do not cut DeMarcus Lawrence, you idiot.
Yep.
What do you think makes those defensive tackles and linebackers and other defensive ends so good? It's that freight train on the other side that everybody's avoiding.
Yep. Yeah.
But whatever, you do you.
Yeah. Well, if you got to double up a guy, You know what I mean?
And he's still tackling the running back in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him, cut him.
Come on.
Didn't
man.
get a sack.
No.
Yeah, you didn't get a sack.
I don't give a shit. Not a whole lot of guys get fucking sacked if they're double teamed every time. Just saying. Okay, so proceed on this draft board that we got here, whoever's it is.
Oh, it's McShay's.
Okay. Jordan Davis.
Yeah, he's gonna start jumping up. 40 time, baby.
Ah, crap.
Looks like Vegas might be giving me a call.
Oh, man. Pickett 18. Not a bad spot for him, for Pickett.
Because you don't know what's going on with Jameis. Peyton retired. Dennis
Yeah.
Allen's in. He's not going to want to change a lot of things. You just want a safe quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was the Saints, if it was me, for knowing that I got Kamara, Thomas, I got a couple of weapons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't want that. I'm going to call San Francisco.
Try to get Garoppolo. Jimmy G.
I know a lot of teams that their first call should be to San Francisco.
Yeah,
I got a second round pick with your name all over it.
right. It's a hell of a lot better than nothing. But if they're dead set at 1,
Teams are going to team.
yep.
And there's no Sean Payton there to stop him now.
No. No.
Okay, if Philly does stay there and take Olave, I'm not actually against that pick.
Me neither.
I don't think he's too bad.
No, no.
I'd probably be one of their better picks ever at wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like, that'd be a good
And
spot
see,
for him.
it's not that I don't like Devontae. I like Devontae.
Mhm.
He's just small to be that big-bodied number one dude.
Yes, absolutely.
People don't think of Amari Cooper as being very big, but that dude's 6'1.5" and 215, 220. He's a thick individual.
Right.
And Devonta Smith is about 5'10", 5'11", and about $185 tops.
Yeah.
He's
Soaking
a
wet.
thinner dude.
Yeah. I agree. But being a number 2, I think it's such a bad
That's
thing.
not bad.
As long as you get your looks.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely. Willis.
I don't know if they're going to take
Steelers.
Willis here. I could actually see him going O-line if an offensive lineman drops.
Yeah.
It's Pittsburgh. Their O-line was decimated
Yeah.
from pre-agency, retirement, and they
Yep.
haven't replaced it at all.
Exactly.
And they have Dwayne Haskins sitting right there.
Yep. Or
Who's already been there.
yeah. Or Trubinsky or Bridgewater or
There's options there.
yeah, exactly.
And Willis is the only quarterback that I would even think about taking in the first round, but I'd have to trade back up into the back end before I took him.
Right. Right. Yeah, it could happen. Who knows? If they get Dean, I hate the Patriots.
Well, everybody can just give it up right now. This is what's going to happen in the AFC this year. The AFC West offenses are so good. The quarterbacks are so good. They're going to beat the fuck out of each other.
yeah.
New England's going to overtake Buffalo this year. They've got Mac Jones coming on year 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know they're going to bring in 30 wide receivers this preseason
Yep.
to find one. That's just what they do.
Yep.
Offensively, they're going to be even better. They're going to have you're be looking going through home field on the AFC side through New England again,
Yeah.
and it's going to piss everybody off because they got a break from it for 2 years, and here we back are again.
Here's what I'm thinking. All right. This is what I'm hoping. All right. New England goes, okay, I got the quarterback, like I said I was going to,
Yep.
in the first round. All right. From the previous year.
Watch them
I-
trade back in pile picks.
I have never drafted a good first round wide receiver. All right? Watch me do it this time. You know what's really weird about it? You could see that.
You could.
You could just
And-
because
And looking at number 22,
right.
that it's either London from USC, who I think McShay's got him way too high,
Mm-hmm.
or Burks from Arkansas. He's not as big as London. Not going to go up and get those 50-50 balls quite the same way. He's a little bit more of a dynamic receiver than London is. I mean, I could see it.
if Jameson Williams from Alabama slides,
I think he'll slide a little bit.
if he slides, I bet you that's a
Matt
problem.
Jones.
Yep.
Nope, coach.
Yep.
This is a guy.
Yep.
Yep. I
I'm
can see
sorry,
that.
guys. I have that firm belief that he's going to be like, don't do it. All this stuff that I talked about, last year. Just get me this guy. Just get me this guy, man. And I'm sure he'll probably, he probably.
I don't
will,
know.
man.
I don't know. Did it really work out for Burrow?
Right? Right? Well, it's that chemistry that comes along with playing together and growing up together. It's.
I don't know if it worked out for Burrow though. So
Yeah.
if it didn't work out for Burrow, is it going to work out for you?
Right? That'd be a good one to say. That's a Belichicking thing to say. Oh, just because he played with this guy for like freaking.
I used to jerk
3
off
years.
my uncle when I was 8. Wait.
Wait, huh?
Different game.
On-
Different game.
Oh,
On that note, we're gonna have to take a quick break, guys.
okay.
Shit.
See,
Hey.
what's up?
I didn't want to break your train of thought. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Hey, Terry, you said something about some shout-outs today?
Yes.
Yeah? You
Yes.
got some people to listen to us?
Yes. We got a Jacob Berge. He's in Joplin, Missouri, and he is a longtime Rams fan.
Ooh.
Oh, poor
So
dude.
there's that.
So he was glad that Detroit won a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you, like I said before, best quarterback the Lions ever had. He is, by far.
And
think
we
so.
got a Johnny Jenkins from Springfield, Missouri. He is a Cowboys fan from the early 70s.
Oh, so
There we go.
That's
see?
lineage.
Just
That's-
build in.
So
Oh man.
I figured I'd start asking around, just
Oh.
try to reel
No,
in some
no, no.
subscribers for you.
No, it's fine. We're more than happy to do some shout-outs.
So early 70s, huh? That's a time. That's a time.
Got me beat. I wasn't till 80s.
Yeah.
Early 80s.
Very true. Very true. So he was around the Staubach era.
Starbuck era. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe you got to see a little bit before the Staubach era. Whose era would that be? Hey, host of Monday Night Football.
Dandy Don.
Oh, 89. Meredith, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Good night, Irene.
I still got his autograph, his
do?
autographed jersey. Yeah, it's real nice. Real nice card, actually.
Watch your back, brother.
Yeah. It's still one of the prize of my possession.
Yeah. Watch your back, brother.
Yeah. Oh, Cowboys. Hey, what do you think? What do you think for coming up?
Man,
What you got to fix? What you got to fix?
well, let's start with our franchise tag. We'll just start there.
Oh, yeah. I seen that.
Come on, man.
I seen that.
He wasn't even your starting tight end going into the fucking year.
Yeah.
We'll start with that, but now you're gonna franchise him for 10 mil.
10 mil. And you're gonna ask other people to take a pay cut. So it's on that tight
You
end.
gotta keep Dalton Schultz.
Why?
You don't really need Amari Cooper. He's overrated, clearly. DeMarcus Lawrence, just let him go. I would.
Right.
Who needs him? And fucking Ezekiel Elliott, we got Dalton Schultz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, kid. What are you doing? Quit. You restructure these contracts. Don't take any money away from them. Just put it out differently. You guys know how to jerk the cap around by now. You're the ones that initiated it. You made this game.
Right.
Quit.
So, that's one way of doing it. I got my own way of the Cowboys to build through the draft. All right. I probably would have ended up, I think, being in their best interest to draft accordingly of what I would do for them. So,
I don't know. We're not normally too far off.
right.
What do you think?
Man, with that first round pick, I mean, everybody in their right mind would say, hey, take Linderbaum, right, if he falls.
Yeah,
I know I would.
I would. Because
Chances are,
Biotish sucks.
yeah, chances are, he ain't gonna be.
He ain't gonna be there.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, if I saw I haven't saw a majority of them, but I've now saw a handful of mocks with Linderbaum going as high as 5 to the Giants.
Right. So, if that's the case, those things do happen, all right? Just happen. It's part of the game, all right? Since they're in the back half of it,
Trade back to the second round just like Parcells did.
here's my take is, you know what? Either you reach at your spot for a player that you need, or trade back. Well, I would prefer them to trade back into the second round with it, but if not, take your reaches then if they come over there. But if Dean or
Ooh, that's a big ask.
yeah, if you have any of those linebackers fall to you, those two linebackers, Lloyd or Dean, take them. That's great players, both really great players.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fall that far.
I know it, but if they do, you take one of those guys. If not, all right, you're still looking at there's going to be kid from Michigan, safety,
Yeah.
Dax, should be out there. You can take him. There wouldn't be that big of a reach, all right, dude. I think it was in high school coming out. He ran like 4.3, all right. But you look at his play on the field, that 4.3 translates to what's in pads though, because he can cover, and he's quick to cover any end. So you could fill up that gap right there for safety. All right, second round, if he's available to you, no doubt you take tight end. You take the number 1 tight end on the board. All right, and that's a Colorado State guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because he's got soft, natural hands. He can make any catch. All right, so absolutely, he's going to be the next Witten for your team. I can guarantee that, because there is not another. Well, I doubt there's a wide receiver that has his hands. I doubt it.
In this draft, I don't see a whole lot of it.
Yeah,
I don't see a Michael Gallup falling to the third round where I'm like, that's a first round receiver.
right.
A Cooper Kupp in round 2 that I'm like, that's a first round receiver.
Yep. But of
Cortland
course,
Sutton, first round receiver. And
Yeah.
these guys all fell way low.
and other people have like Isaiah Likely
Yeah.
higher than him. There is nobody higher than McBride. There is nobody that's going to be a better catcher. And I've watched all of his tape. All right, I've watched as much as I could possibly digest. I went and I was like, well, let's see the shit in the combine. He didn't run the 40. All
Yeah,
right,
who cares?
he didn't
That's
run
why you have game
But he
tape.
went through all the catching drills, right? Rated up high. You went to all the other drills. He was right up there in that. To me, you get those two things to match, and then you watch how effortlessly he catches the ball, and no friggin' way. He doesn't drop the ball. It just doesn't happen. That's why you get a guy like that. And then you're looking at like a third round pick, you know, pretty much a dealer's choice to me. I would, since you don't have your center, you grab
I like
Lidstrom.
offensive line all day long.
Right. You
Because
grab
you
Lidstrom.
know you got a hole at center.
Right.
I mean, most days you're just hoping he can get the snap into Dak's hands.
Right.
Ish.
Right.
Ish. And a lot of people still don't like Connor Williams. Find somebody.
Right.
They're there. Find them.
Right. Which, for me, like I said, third round, definitely take Lidstrom. And the guards, they run pretty dang deep. I like Hines from LSU. Jason Hines, I liked him. There's a ton of them.
There's a lot of guards, but there's also, if a tackle falls,
Yep.
it's
yeah,
so
you can
easy
translate.
to translate from tackle to guard in the NFL. It's
Absolutely.
unreal.
Absolutely.
And then you have one of your swing linemen just built in
Right.
with a late round pick.
Correct. So to me, it's pretty easy to address the Cowboys' needs,
But
and see how it works out. And
the needs I get, considering if they still have Coop,
right,
if you still have DeMarcus Lawrence,
right,
if you do all the right things to lead up to put you in that position,
absolutely,
and if listening to ESPN and all the experts, that's not the way it's looking.
Yeah, well,
I saw Jerry do some stupid shit in my day.
right. Right. Well, with the tagging of the tight end, I mean, I don't know what the hell you can do with that.
Why are you giving Dalton Schultz $10 million?
Yeah. Yeah, you can
What
draft,
are you thinking?
like I said, you draft a guy in the second round that's going to be there forever.
For $1.5 million?
Yeah.
No, $10 million makes way more sense to me.
Yeah. And then you can skim on your greatest assets, which would be your defensive positionings for. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
That's.
So
Let's look for a deal.
you went into last year massively deep at every position. Actually, overstocked at almost every position.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Found some
And
gems.
you're looking into leaving this year understaffed at every position. I mean, I like it. I don't see what could possibly go wrong.
Absolutely. That's kind of my feelings with Terry's team. Giants. Come in the year, they got a game plan.
That fucking blew up.
And it didn't take long for those wheels to fall off. I think it actually ended up falling off in preseason
I think-
before it
yeah,
even got to
pretty
the
much.
regular season.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
But, I don't know what the hell happened there. Injuries. Injuries were they plagued.
Plagued.
Yep. Definitely caught the plague. Probably caught the black plague there.
But Baltimore was still number 1. Detroit was number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody got hit harder with injuries than those two teams.
Yeah. Giants were right up there though.
They didn't have very good backups.
Yeah. It's hard to have good backups when you don't draft good.
I mean, it doesn't help.
And I think Detroit did an awesome job drafting last year. There's nothing I could.
Man, I'm telling you, I like a lot of shit that Campbell and Detroit has going on. St. Brown over the last 5 weeks of the regular season
Yeah. Beats, man.
was the number 3 wide receiver in football.
Yeah. Yeah. Throw him
Blew
the
my
freaking
mind
ball. He progressed though.
a lot. He progressed just amazingly fast.
Yeah.
Amazingly fast.
But
From-
you'll actually get that if your team doesn't just bail. And you'll see that a lot throughout the year.
And they never bailed.
Right.
They never once bailed.
Because they couldn't. There was nobody else. It's true.
But they still should have had. They got screwed out of 2 wins for sure,
Yeah.
without question.
Yeah.
By the officiating staffs,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm not going to disagree with that. All
and
right.
they still never gave up on that coach and on their plan.
No. They fought. They fought.
Like Cleveland. Oh wait, or the Jets. Oh wait, I mean, we can go down the list. No, what Detroit and Oakland or not? Well, you can say Oakland.
You can
It's
say,
fine.
oh,
Everybody knows. With Detroit and LA, what you saw from them on the field was actually really good.
yeah.
They never gave up.
It's the reason I picked LA to win. Well, Las Vegas
Right.
to win a long time ago
You did.
because
you
they were similar to that.
Yeah.
They just wouldn't freaking die.
Well, and they, before all the scandal,
Right.
they were built to beat one team and one team only, Kansas City.
Yep.
And you knew they could because we watched them do it.
2 years.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about a team with the Shamrock not on their side.
I mean,
that was the,
how horrible is your organization that out of 750,000 plus emails that the NFL scanned with the FBI, only you guys were racist pricks.
yeah. How'd that happen? Now I've
How
worked
is it
with
that-
some people before.
How the fuck is it that only you guys don't know how to hit an Uber button?
You don't think it was a setup, do you? Come on.
The government would not lie to you. The media would not lie to you. These are trusted institutions.
See, lying and withholding facts. It's just such a thin line.
Hey. I mean, I don't think omission is lying.
Well, you know,
So
you got a lie in this hand. You got $100 in this hand. All right. You're not really worried about this hand. So
No.
That's a crisp
so say if I
$100.
had $200 in this hand,
Oh, $200. Now you're burning my hand. Now I'm,
I'm
robbing
robbing
you.
you.
Here we go. Yep, that's how that works.
No.
But yeah, the Raiders and yeah, the Gruden thing and the player that we're not supposed to mention's name, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But then lo and behold, a month later, another dude does some
The
scandalous
same.
shit. Yeah, he's out on bail.
Damn!
What?
What the hell?
Okay. Bring up the Calvin Ridley bullshit?
Oh,
Because I kind of do.
oh,
I mean,
talk about the pot and the kettle and you mother.
it's not even a pot in a kettle. It's just really a you mother. Really. So I can beat the fuck out of my wife, kid, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, your mom,
Oh yeah,
dad, wife, hey,
that's
that's 6 games.
that's all.
Yeah.
Now I get busted betting a 5-leg parlay,
Yeah.
and I'm gone for the year, bare minimum.
Now,
The fuck out of here.
and I understand
Get the
what
fuck
you're saying
outta
by that, but I'm getting banned for a year from an organization who's been promoting gambling
Thank you.
nonstop
Thank you.
Yep.
from the existence of it.
Hey, Calvin Ridley, Pete Rose, you fucking cheaters.
Yep.
They actually never cheated.
Well, they
Not
never
one
bet on their
time.
team to lose. They never fucking scan points
No.
or shave points.
No.
Oh, I
Fucking
get
A.
so irate about that kind of shit because I'm like,
And did any of the
Why?
football guys stand up for Calvin Ridley?
should.
Did they?
No.
You know who did? Jay Williams, the basketball analyst.
Yep.
This is bullshit.
Yep.
You have guys with track records of domestic violence and you give them 6 games.
Yep.
This dude bet a 5-leg parlay.
Yeah.
That's it. He didn't even bet on him to lose. He just bet a 5-leg parlay.
You can't bet on him to lose because he was out of the.
Yeah.
And this day and age, we're talking
This
about
is-
mental health issues, right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you're going to penalize him deeper. He wasn't even in trouble whenever he
No,
retired.
he did nothing.
Whenever he went home, he said, "No, I got mental health issues." And now you're going to hold this against him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, NFL cares
Because
about the bottom line.
Yeah.
I mean,
about
of
money.
course.
That's it.
I'm quite sure, just like Gruden was the only one that wrote stupid shit that he wasn't supposed to, I'm pretty positive Calvin Ridley's the only one that bet.
Bullshit. It's just bullshit.
Well,
I'm sorry.
stop and think of it. If you watch professional golfers on tour, they bet on literally on every fucking hole.
Yep.
What are you guys talking about? What are you doing?
You gonna tell me the owners aren't betting
They
left
would-
and right? Come on.
Hey, now, I'm not saying that there's a franchise long withstanding bet between Dallas and Kansas City,
Could say that.
but the block of wood sits in the winner's fucking windowsill.
Yep.
That's a bet.
It is.
You're gambling.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, let's get rid of them. Right? That's an easy way to get rid of Jones, by the way.
And the Hunts.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's remove them from football, these cheating motherfuckers.
Yep.
well, hold up. During the break, did you guys see the breaking news about Jones?
Nuh-uh.
No? All right, hold on. I got the.
Uh-oh.
Here's just the headline.
Oh, crap.
That's not clickbait.
No, it is clearly clickbait. Oh, it's not even pulling up. So, a woman goes to sue Jerry Jones because he convinced her mother to conceal the fact that he was her biological father.
Oh, that's quite possible.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it ain't true.
Yeah. I mean, I'd buy that.
I'm not even wasting my time on it.
And I can guarantee you, Jerry's smarter than you and your mama.
Yeah.
And your mama's gonna wish she would have never told you that.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Because he's taking your house, your car, your kid's house, your kid's car, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure there's an NDA somewhere in there. Notarized by Jerry's lawyer. That was a bad move.
Bucket people.
See? First black referee, field judge, Super Bowl. He died. Johnny Greer?
Mm-hmm.
74? Now,
What's that got to do with Jerry Jones having an illegitimate
No.
kid?
I just seen that pop up.
Oh, okay.
And I thought to myself,
He saw
Yeah, I
the
remember
clickbait.
Johnny Greer.
yeah, he worked at 81 through 2004, right?
Yep. He probably cheated.
This is the only time that I seen something about a referee that I went, oh, that's sad. All right.
The only time I saw anything about a referee outside of Ed Hockey leaving his guns.
It's the first time I've seen something. Sorry. It's the first time I've seen to where they were like, oh, that's sad.
Huh.
Instead of, we need to go shoot that guy.
Fucking zebras.
Well, I mean, when you have a bunch of fucking lawyers
Retired liars.
refereeing your fucking games, what do you expect? They're not going to do a good job. When you're measuring first downs with a fucking chain link fence, what do you expect? You're going to have controversy.
Yeah, very true.
If only we had GPS.
Yeah.
Weird.
You could put it inside the ball, I heard.
Well, they
How
put
would
it in their helmets in the AFF.
Come on. That's science fiction
I've
bullshit.
heard of it. I've just heard of it. And
Hey,
I
the
don't know.
Jetsons was a cartoon. Calm down.
Not true.
Bunch of bullshit.
Hey, that mysterious pinky that was out of bounds, remember that?
All I know is that's the strongest pinky ever fucking invented.
It held him up.
That's RoboCop.
That,
Okay.
Straight up.
It's RoboCop and Terminator bullshit. Skynet's already it's invaded our football now.
Fucking peaky.
Calvin Johnson. No, the pinky was down. Not before the fucking hand was, you jackass. He's 6'5" and 245 pounds. He's
Yeah.
not holding himself up on his pinky.
All I know is I need another shot of this nuke. Nuke.
So anyway, everybody's mock drafts. Yeah, free agency hasn't even hit, and it hits before the draft for a reason.
Yep.
Roster's going to be completely different before the draft even takes place.
Yep. You could be looking at everything different, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't even have a clue.
But everybody spent a boatload of money tagging their guys. I mean,
But you know what? It got all of the media outlets their clicks,
yeah.
and that's all that matters.
Yep.
They don't give two shits about the truth. That doesn't get them paid. So click my link.
All I know is all I seen, it was 1 second, it was nothing, hit refresh, and there's like 20 tags going out to everybody. And where the hell do these guys come from?
Yeah.
And the ones I would tag didn't get tagged.
No. No.
Huh. Well, Marcus Williams, letting him walk, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's because they don't have any cap, but.
No, but tag a tight end for 10 mil.
Right.
Because he finally got to play because he was fourth on your depth chart 2 years ago. Alright, that's what I do.
Keep it going, guys.
I like it.
Hell yeah. These are really good options we have nowadays. Yeah, I don't know. To me, there's some players out there. There's some workout warriors from the sweatpants Olympics that
Well, and before we came back on, that's what I was going to say. I blame JPP for all this bullshit.
yeah.
Because when the Giants reached for him and he hit,
Oh yeah.
that's when everybody started reaching.
Yep.
Oh, but that tape. He
Yeah.
can do backflips, man.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but backflips don't normally translate to the NFL.
No. Pierre Paul though.
Hey,
Hey. Even
Hey.
me at that point in time, I was like, dude, I don't know about that. That's a little much. But he translated.
he did. And so now everybody puts that JPP. Yeah, but if we don't take him, we're missing out on JPP.
And here's my
And,
here's
you, know, you know it firsthand with Ezekiel Ansah.
yeah.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the potential. It's
yeah.
that JPP potential.
And I said, no, I don't like that potential. And then he had it was like 8 sacks in a year.
Yeah, he had that one good year.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I hope
Shit,
that
maybe.
I hope I get to eat my words on this. Yeah, I did.
No, you was right.
I was right. I was absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
No, it was the 6th round defensive end was actually way better.
yep.
That's what scares me about. Oh well, but you know these measurables he's got.
Yeah.
You know what's the game tape say, dude?
Yeah.
Right?
So,
Game tape says don't.
Right. Like watching him get wiped out of a play, it's like, sure doesn't look like he's that strong.
Yeah, if you're not strong enough in college, there's probably a good
Yep.
chance you're not gonna be strong enough in the NFL.
Yep. Watching him get hooked into a guy who's anchored, you know, and you're like watching that guy that just anchored that premier pass rusher, put him on his ass. It's not good. It sets a bad precedent, you know.
It does.
But I mean that does happen.
What do we know?
I know what I know. I know what I know. That's all right. Should be a good, eventful year this year after
I would
free
think so.
agency goes. I think everybody's draft will be this guy's going here, this guy's going here, this good, and there's not going to be any variables from it. And then the draft will happen, and then
there's gonna
somebody,
there's gonna be at least 6 trades in the first round.
right, and then somebody will throw a friggin' monkey wrench in the whole damn thing, and then that's where we're at.
Well, look at all this extra draft capital for, especially for the first round that we have flying around.
Right.
All these teams with multiple picks,
Yep.
not gonna let their guy.
Yeah.
They know. They've watched his 40 time.
Yeah. I seen it.
I gotta go get him. I am David fucking Football Gettleman. Back off. I know what I got. I'm not trading it for a sandwich and a bag of chips.
That's right.
But he'd like to have that bag of chips now.
I don't know. I mean, there half the times I'm wanting to write to my freaking team and be like, could you guys please just look at this guy? You know what I mean?
One time.
And it's like, yes, I know you're overloaded in like cornerbacks, but if you look at this guy, he can be in the 6th or 7th round. Please, take a look at this guy. You know, there's just so many of those players that I see that it just makes me throw up. And then they don't get them, and then they end up turning into Chris Harris.
Or New England gets him in the 6th round.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they start winning Super Bowl rings.
Right.
Right?
And you just get,
You get pissed.
you feel a certain way, yeah.
You're like, hey, come on, man. Why not Aaron Rodgers? And then, who the hell? No, we got Mike Williams.
It's all that matters.
Man, come on. Drew Brees is sliding. He's almost at the second.
Second
He
round.
is second round. Oh!
How the fuck do you walk away from a draft with Damian Tomlinson and Drew Brees?
And then, not.
The Florida State cornerback in the 3rd round,
Yeah.
who was the Thorpe Award winner.
Yeah.
Kid was a little stud. That was their
I don't
first
know
3
how
rounds.
the hell the Chargers did not win multiple Super Bowls.
They should have.
Yeah.
Actually,
Was that
I forgot.
Sproles you're talking about?
No. Sproles was K-State halfback later on.
Yeah. 2005 draft.
Okay. And I forgot who did it. Somebody actually broke it down. All those years when they had the number 1 offense and number 1 defense and never made it to a Super Bowl, it was the special teams every fucking year.
Wow.
Every year, every play, every time that cost them a game was the special teams.
Ouch.
Because
Ouch.
they had like 5-year span where they were the number 1 ranked offense and number 1 ranked defense. Never won a Super Bowl. And it was special teams every time was right around 30.
It's crazy, though.
And they walked you through the game tape where this was that late play in the 4th quarter on special teams that cost them the game. They gave up that play on special teams
Jesus.
every time.
So that's got to show you something right there. But yeah, for that team, yeah, Antonio Gates. I mean,
Yeah.
later round.
Sixth round.
Yeah, it's just so many great players on those teams that you look back on, Seau and all them.
They drafted so good.
Yeah, it's just,
And it was just hit after hit after hit after hit.
oh my God.
And the bad part was their kicker and punter were the best kicker and punter in football.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the players they put around him on special teams that just blew.
Yeah.
And they choked at the most inopportune times.
They could have been the Patriots, dude.
They could have.
They could have been the
They
Patriots.
actually should have.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I mean, we should be talking about the Chargers as being spoiled. You
Yeah.
go from Drew Brees to Phillip Rivers.
Right.
Nobody does that.
Right.
What-
And then.
Then you look into Herbert.
Yeah. Yeah. Herbert. Yeah.
What the?
What the? Yeah, that's pretty spoiled, man.
A little bit, and you got nothing
spoiled.
to show for it.
Right.
That's got to be heart wrenching.
That's gotta be tough. That's double tough.
At least I got Drew Bledsoe and Drew Henson in between.
Right. Right.
And Quincy Carter siding
Quincy,
here and there.
yeah. Was he the overdrafted one?
Yeah, we took him in the 3rd round
Yeah.
when he would have been available in the 7th round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you guys were like, this Mr. Guy.
he's the man.
And everybody was kind of like, what the hell?
What did you just do? Dude, you could have went and bought a hot dog from him next week
Yep.
and then signed him to be your quarterback.
Yeah.
You didn't have to draft him.
Hey,
He would have been there.
hey, what the hell are you talking about? You over there smiling at this? trying to say Giants haven't had any stinkers, huh?
Oh, shit.
It's not all Phil Simms and Jeff Hostetler over here.
Well, no, let's look at Eli Manning. Let's look at the worst pass ever thrown in the Super Bowl. It was cut on a dude's helmet.
Yeah.
That was a horrible pass. It was a shit pass.
That was
Got him a ring, though. Got him a ring.
He gets celebrated for the worst pass in Super Bowl history. Like, get out of here. Come on, man.
Hey, what's his record against Brady?
Oh, fucking Kerry Collins couldn't throw that pass.
Yeah.
No, Dave Brown couldn't have thrown that
Yeah,
fucking pass.
That's true. That is true.
Hey, celebrate what you can.
I do wonder a couple of things. I mean, being a Giants fan and everything. Whenever Kurt Warner came over there to play, and he started a couple of games, you guys did
I think
well.
he started the first 6 weeks, didn't he?
Yeah. And
He had a winning record?
I'm not sure, probably. And then the helm was relinquished to Eli. All right, and Eli didn't have a very good time, during that. Did you think to yourself during that? Oh fuck! What did we do?
Yeah. I
Is
was like, put Warren back in, please.
Well,
I was just wondering, just because that was on my mind was, what? Why?
well, and like whenever, because Madden was still calling games back then.
Yeah.
And the cameras would pan to the sideline with Eli in the game and Warner's on the sideline with his fucking helmet on and his glove on. And you could see it just eating at him.
Yeah. Well,
And then what was it? The next year, Warner went to Arizona and they went to the Super Bowl.
right, right.
Yeah.
And Eli led the league in picks. I think,
Yes.
that year.
Well, you
He's
got to
probably
narrow.
done that for a couple.
I was gonna say you got to narrow that down.
Yeah. But during that period of time, to the first, couple of years, what did you think about the Giants winning a Super Bowl? Did you think it was possible with Eli?
Don't let him lie to you. No.
Because I was just wondering, because I talk about quitting on quarterbacks or quitting on certain players a little prematurely, right? That's kind of the reason why I was, testing the feeling that you get.
Unless
that.
it's Tyrod.
Well, Strahan's actually talked about that year
Yeah.
in depth a couple of times, and he had even quit on the year. He didn't really want any part of it. He was really just there just to, let's get that next check. And then he got tired of getting his ass whooped, and he kind of had his Ray Lewis moment, where he's like, "Come on, guys. Well, if we're not here to win, then we all need to just pack it up and go home."
Right.
And you started to see the defense come around and help carry them and guide them, and then they brought the running game around, and the defense and running game really helped them out.
Well, previously, on the days of the Giants' lives, I remember Tiki, all right, specifically fumble issues.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it was really dog.
Coughlin had benched him a couple times for it.
Yeah, and he started taking the ball, carrying it up
Yeah,
higher.
they made him carry it off the field, and
Yeah.
everybody's trying to punch out of his.
Yep. It was a program moment.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember specifically those problems, him coming back from it. But was he even part of their Super Bowl team? I don't think he was.
No.
I think he actually left right
Yeah,
before
he'd
they
already
started
moved
doing
on.
the winning. So I mean, you're talking about new guys, pretty much. I mean, throwing in there to do it. It's to me. I look at that team and the talent that was on the offensive side of the ball for the Giants, and don't get me wrong, there was a couple of really good players, but it wasn't.
No, most of it was just veterans.
Yeah,
That they're not going to be Pro Bowlers or All Pros, but they're just kind of veterans that just could find their way.
yeah. I'm just trying to compare because I mean we've been living through this life of the Aaron Donald, Stafford, the major primetime Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
Yeah, the Giants had none of that on that team.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get
They
at.
had none of that.
They're like the freaking 2003, 2004 freaking Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, that was just a Sandlot
to
team.
where they didn't really have
No.
those great memorable players.
No, they didn't.
And that's the reason why, to me, it's baffling. How the hell did he do that? Mm-hmm. How the hell were they able to pull off 2 wins, not 1, 2 wins, right? Against Tom Brady
Yeah.
and everything he had going for him. One of the greatest coaches. It makes no fucking sense.
I go back to the defensive side because they still never scored over 20 points to win those Super Bowls.
Yeah, yeah.
Those games those were defensive battles, and
Yeah.
it was the Giants' defense.
Yeah.
The way they played was just.
And don't get me wrong, Strahan's a damn good player, all right? He had the 20-plus sack year that I
Wink, wink, nod, nod.
asterisk on, all right? I'm sorry, guys, that's
It was
sunk
a
of shit.
It was a vicious hit.
That's,
How Brett Favre could get up and walk away from that, it's just mind-boggling.
I'm sorry, that stunk of shit, okay? that was the stinkiest play I've seen in a long time. But either way, I mean, Strahan, multiple time, big sack guy, awesome player. But besides that,
Is really it.
yeah.
It's just a bunch of role players.
Yeah.
They did have a pretty decent.
Pierre Paul.
That Pierre Paul,
Yeah.
Justin
Maybe.
Tuck, Kiwanuka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
Justin Tuck was the Cowboys' leftover.
Yep. Kiwanuka.
Yeah.
Yep. But, I mean, we're not talking about,
These aren't
Hall
Hall
of
of
Famers.
Famers.
No.
yeah. I mean, like, if Aaron Donald retired right now, Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you look at certain players that you're just like, they're shooing.
Yeah,
They're
Justin
shooting.
Tuck, Chris Canny, Cowboys leftover. Got a ring with Giants.
Right.
But they had to overpay a little bit in free agency to get him there.
Yeah. It's just, I'm watching it, and to me, how the hell that's even possible is, you know how you're going, any given Sunday, kind of like the whole moment.
Yeah.
But to me, this doesn't happen. To
Once
me,
in a blue moon.
this is Cinderella time, to me, for those teams. Cinderella. It makes no fucking sense. At all. It's kind of like the Patriots of old beating the crap out of the Bears. you remember that old Walter Payton squad and all the rest.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Then what? We'd be talking about Steve Grogan. You know what I mean? With multiple freaking.
No, we wouldn't.
You see where I'm getting at, though?
Yeah.
We'd be talking about him with multiple rings. It doesn't happen like that.
But
It did.
big game. I mean, yeah, there's a horrible pass, and he had actually two of the worst passes in Super Bowl history.
Yeah.
Both came from Eli Manning in each of those games, and the receivers just somehow fucking came down with him, and it was just enough. It was just enough. The defense played so good that just one thing swinging their way changed the game.
Right. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've just watched so much of the teams that go, like 14-2 and all the rest of that, and you don't see them get beat by
A wild card team.
Yeah, not like that.
The 6th seed.
Yeah. Some dudes, man. So I'm glad you got to see it, and it gives me more hope, which is scary, being a Lions fan, that maybe someday.
One Sunday.
Oh,
One
yeah.
Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
One Sunday.
All we got to do is get lucky, a couple of times, and boom.
I had a question posed to me at work today, and I almost choked on myself. Really get out of here. If you're Baltimore, what would you do? Would you pay Lamar?
What?
You're serious right now? Yeah. Yes, you pay Lamar. What the hell's wrong with you? With that kid on the bench. Now, is he starting over Lamar, or is he on the bench behind Lamar? Shouldn't that answer your fucking question? Well, he looked really good, though. Yeah. And what do you think the NFL defensive coordinator is going to do with 6 games worth of tape on him?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's a backup.
Talk about Huntley or
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's a backup for a reason. Yeah, he came out and played good, looked good. He's got a good system that's tried and true. They've ran it for year after year after year.
Mm-hmm.
Defense coordinators don't have any game tape on this kid yet. Hey, what happened in Seattle whenever they signed Hasselbeck to the most expensive free agent contract for a quarterback that year? Well, they drafted Russell Wilson in the 3rd round and cut Hasselbeck before regular season started.
Yep.
And we got player after player that we keep doing this with. Oh, but they look good. Yeah, because they just came off the bench and nobody's ever saw them.
You're talking about Matt Flynn.
Yeah, Matt Flynn.
I got you.
You knew what I was talking about.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking? We do this all the time. Give NFL defensive coordinators 6 to 8 weeks.
Yep.
And that kid's going to be unemployed. Why? Because you decided he's worth $50 million off of 2 games.
Yep.
No, you pay Lamar Jackson. You got 5 years. Shut up. You know what he is. You know what he brings. He's a fucking MVP.
I'm gonna suggest definitely trading him.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Trade Lamar?
Oh yeah. Probably for the. It's got to be a high pick, like the 2nd pick. So you can get somebody to protect your new guy.
What would that team do, though? Because you're going to have to sign him.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if his original team won't sign him.
Yeah, true.
How could you feel good with signing him?
Yeah.
Sitting at number 2.
Yeah, well, we'd be able to make some things happen because of the cap that we saved from trading the 2 pick. And there would be a little bit left over to where Jackson could settle for a little bit less than normal market value.
So probably only $150 million over 4 years.
Correct. That'd be a little bit better.
You don't think that's too much of a reach?
Well, I think it's too much money in
For
particular
Baltimore?
to be able to pay a quarterback because they don't make enough money from the players, so to speak. Because you have to keep your ticket costs low. And
Spoken like a true Red Wings fan right there.
what? I'm just trying to help him out so we can stay in the league longer.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, let me break it down like this. For
so
real,
paying Lamar's not a bad idea. Is that not a no-brainer?
you take Lamar over to the Lions. Okay, we're talking about the friggin' Lions here. With that kind of protection,
They've got a good offensive line now.
he would be MVP. All right,
Again.
again,
Yeah.
He's already been an MVP.
because you give him 5-6 seconds in the pocket,
Oh,
and he's not even extending the play. He's just anchored, man.
yeah.
I'm like,
It's-
what are these idiots even talking about?
right.
Do you pay Lamar? What do you mean? Did you pay Patrick Mahomes, you idiot? Of course you pay Lamar.
Jesus Christ. Who told you this?
I'm serious. It was a question asked at work, a legit question.
Man, that's not legit.
Wasn't a Phillies fan, was it?
No, it's Chiefs fan.
You got COVID brain? What's wrong with you,
No,
son?
no. That's way too many paint chips as a fucking kid. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's
It's
tough.
retarded, right?
Why would you not?
Well, but I'm worried, the injuries. I'm like, well, he was only injured this year.
Right.
The only reason he was injured this year is because his team, in fact, led the NFL on players on IR.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he had no players around him.
Yep.
To
He
protect him.
literally was the only dude on the team that could do anything, and he kept playing and trying to win. If he wouldn't have been put in that position, well, he would have never gotten injured, and they would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah. Fair. Fair. To me, good call. Trade him.
Trade his ass.
Good call. Trade him. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they're worried about. Finding a willing taker. Be like, yeah, I got this.
Well, I'm sure the New Jersey teams are set. They wouldn't want any part of Lamar.
Very true. very
No,
true.
no, not at all.
We got these multiple 7th round picks here in Detroit that's burning a hole in our pockets. So, what do you mean? He's only one guy. You can get 2 300-pounders,
The weight to pick ratio here. Come on, man.
right?
I love it.
2 guys. That's got to be better than him. He can't block these 2 guys. And if you take these 2 guys of speed together, they both run like 13 miles an hour, so it tops out here 20.
Still not fast enough.
Just saying. Shoot, I'm trying to help out. This is called Desperation of a Lions Fan. That's the new name for the show, all right?
I like it. I know a guy, he'll give you the number 2 overall pick.
All right, number 2.
You can go get your quarterback of the future this
Yeah.
year right now.
Pick up the litter, homie. That's a good call.
Funny as shit.
That's the reason why I say sometimes people overvalue draft choices.
Yes.
All right? You can overvalue draft choices because they don't think about the ones that miss, man. They only think about the ones that hit.
Well, just like I was talking about, nobody thinks about these reaches on defensive ends in the first round.
Right,
That if they don't pan out in year 1, they're just never going to pan out.
right.
And nobody thinks about it. No, that's not true. They get better. I'm like, at defensive end, they actually don't. At defensive tackle, they do.
Right.
At defensive end, they kind of are what they are.
Yeah. It's very difficult to get your progression up there for a defensive end, but it does help. This is where I'm gonna shout out here to Terry too. Having a mentor, having that mentor on your team, because
Probably gonna
Strahan
help.
and Pierre-Paul
Yeah,
being
Pierre
able to
Paul-
go over to him and go, hey, okay, I got you, guy. This is what you need to start doing.
Yep.
All right. Even I remember a long time ago for the Lions. This is before Reggie White passed.
Got you.
All right. Had a defensive tackle, big boy, Sean. I can't remember his last name now, but really good guy. He was like, "You're never gonna be able to do anything unless you learn how to punch through these certain blocking techniques." He's like, and Reggie White was king of that.
Yep.
All right.
He was.
So he was able to show him the punch technique, right? Dude blew up the 350-pound defensive tackle that was getting multiple sacks. That is unbelievable to me, and he did really well for the rest of his career. It wasn't very long though, but still, that mentor spot, you can teach a player like that. You typically have to have somebody like that will be able to get the most, teach new moves out. But unfortunately, not every player is going to have those guys.
Well, no, since you brought that up, modern day, you got the media and society just bashing the fuck out of Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Where did he learn that? Well, I'm not helping him. Who was his mentor?
Yeah.
What did Favre say when Rodgers got drafted in the first round?
Yeah, I ain't helping
Fuck him. I'm not a coach.
Right.
I ain't helping that sumbitch.
Exactly.
What did Big Ben do in Pittsburgh?
Yep.
Exactly.
Not my
Same
job.
shit. He doesn't care.
Not my job.
Yep.
What do you expect these kids to do?
It's supposed to be a team fucking
But everybody
game.
wants to blame the new kid instead of
Right.
the dude he learned it from.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Nobody blames Favre for Rodgers being the way he is with Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Not one person. Oh, well, why can't you be more like Favre? Well, I am.
Yeah. No. Top notch.
Hey man, it's a legacy, and they want it to die with them.
Yep.
All right. They don't, like I've said before, most players don't give two shits about the team. They didn't
No.
pick it.
No.
They got drafted to it. They didn't
Yes.
pick their fucking team.
No.
All right. Now, us as being fans to different, teams, all the rest of that, we would, if we got on our team, we would be wanting to make the whole group better. All right. Hence the reason Aiden Hutch is not a bad idea to the Lions. Just
for
because
the fan uproar. It's Michigan.
he's a Michigan
Hometown
guy.
boy.
Hometown boy. He knows the area.
Yeah.
He loves the team. These are all fits, man. You know what I mean? It may not mean as much to him if he goes to a different team. All right, goes somewhere out in California or wherever it may be, and he's like, "Oh, this is cool. This is a great nightlife. We're having fun." I'm not really worried about football.
I don't know. I think 38 million is going to mean quite a bit. I could be wrong.
Unfortunately, you get it, doesn't matter. You're gonna
Well-
get it anyway.
No, Jamarcus Russell clearly cared.
He ain't even from around. like, I ain't playing there. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I'm just saying, certain things, you can't ever overlook that aspect of it too. Of a guy that does give 100%, going to his team that he wants to, like Vince McPowell.
Yeah.
If you really bleed that team and you get to play for that team, it means something to you.
Oh yeah.
I think that's hard to come by nowadays, especially with first round draft pick. Mm-hmm. I really do.
Absolutely.
Because these kids have been elite level. They've been on AAU teams and traveling teams their whole career.
Yeah.
From high school on. So they don't really have that sense of loyalty to my school, my color, and carry it on to college and then carry it on to the NFL. I think it's changed a little bit. Now, is there going to be an outlier here and there? I'm sure there are. But I think in the first round, you're going to be hard pressed. It's a lot of cash.
Yeah, because there's a couple of guys like Staubach, all right? He didn't want to play anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He had his team, and he wasn't going to play for another team.
But that was back in the 70s when the contracts were...
Yeah.
If you made $100,000 that year, you were the most expensive man in football.
Correct.
And now we're like, who's got 42 mil this year?
Right.
Till then, kiss my ass.
Right. But like Eli, he got to pick his team.
He didn't get to pick his team. He did. That family knew, and we saw it with later on down the line. with AJ Smith as a GM on first round draft picks holding out just because even though the contracts were already set,
Oh yeah.
it was the offset language.
Yep.
And AJ Smith refused to give in, and the Manning family, they had their toes dipped into the business before.
Yeah.
Knew they just didn't want to play for that guy.
Right. Which, with trade and then who got who,
Yeah, and then
I can understand.
Yeah, and that's what it came down to. Because then Phillip Rivers was like, no, I was the number one pick. No, you weren't. You were 4.
Yeah.
No, but you traded for me to put me back to number 1.
Right.
And there was that off-season battle.
Right.
And that's what the Mannings did not want to be part of.
Right.
And we saw it throughout AJ Smith's career in San Diego.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Over and over again. I mean, LaDainian Tomlinson had to hold out after breaking the record for touchdowns.
Yeah.
How's that work?
I don't know how the hell it works.
But it happened.
Man, we got in some good shit right here. It just took us a little while.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, I'm gonna looking at the time.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to top off before we get into the next part?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're back. We're back.
We're waiting on you.
Yeah, I know. So Saturday we had UFC pay-per-view
272.
270. Hey, I'll tell you this right now: the undercard was fucking great.
You know what? It wasn't bad.
It was fucking great. I know that much because I saw only that much.
Well, you know,
Thanks.
there's part-time motherfuckers in this world. I don't know.
Right? Running through this real quick. All right, that way we can get to our picks. Starting off with the early prelims, we ended up having Dustin Jacoby at light heavyweight winning by unanimous decision against Michael.
Perfect. Olazechuk.
Thank you. Are you sure?
Where's he from?
Positive. Poland.
He's a Poland boy, huh?
First round was pretty dominant on this one for Jacoby, but second round, Michael ended up coming back decent amount. I mean, enough to win the round, but it was still fairly close to it.
Yeah.
And then third round, Jacoby just fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, we called it.
That's one the judges didn't get wrong.
No. Next fight, we had Devontae Smith going up against Ludwig Klein at lightweight. Split decision for this. Klein ended up getting the win. But that 30-27 that Klein got.
Well, the bad part about it is that's what started Sal Diamato's night off. He's normally not. It's normally Adelaide Bird who's horrible. And Sal said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, no. Sal proved it wrong.
Like, I don't know if he watched any of the fights or just came back, filled out his card, and turned it in. It was mind-boggling.
I was listening to the fight over there. Sounded pretty rough, so I just go ahead and filled it out that
It's
way.
kind of what it looked like he did all night long.
Next bout here, we had Tim Elliott go up against Tagir Ulanbekov at flyweight. Tim,
Dude, I never
Wow.
saw Khabib so fucking pissed off in my life. Because Khabib's his coach.
and it was
And
bad.
Khabib's everything but in the octagon, just beating the shit out of the floor. I love Timmy. He's Casey boy. Mm-hmm. He cheated basically the whole fucking fight.
The whole fucking fight.
Non-stop.
There was 5 glove grabs that only 2 of them were even said anything about.
And one of them was really bad because he reached inside of his glove, held his hand down, and just started beating the shit out of me.
Yep.
It was nasty.
And then the 2, if you looked at whatever other fucking angle except for the right one, illegal knees to the head.
The first one was good.
Yes, the first one was good.
No, it might have only been by 1/4 inch, but his knee was barely off the
Oh,
canvas.
barely. And then the second one,
Yeah, a little more sketchy.
sketchy? Are you fucking kidding me? I know sketch artists that weren't that fucking bad.
It was a rough one, but hey, he came out with a win.
Moving on here to featherweight, we had Brian Keller going up against Umar Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, that was just domination.
Dude,
It was bad.
I thought Brian was going to make it to at least the second round. Fucking rear naked choke, first round, 3 minutes in.
Yeah, just total domination.
Then we move on to our prelims. And ladies kicking it off at women's flyweight, we had Myrna Moroz going up against Maria Agapova. Wow.
I thought this was going to be a much closer fight,
Yeah, so did I.
and there was nothing about this fight that was close.
No, fucking Moroz just dominated Agapova in the first round. And when it
And
came...
the second round was zero difference.
No.
Like it'll show that Maria threw more strikes, landed more strikes, but if you watched the fight, you couldn't tell it.
No, not at all.
It was completely different watching it by what the numbers say.
Yes.
She just beat the shit out of her
And-
subbed her out easy.
So easy, too. All right, next at light heavyweight, we had Nikolai Negreanu.
Yeah, you remembered.
And he went up against Kennedy Nuzekchu. Nah.
Sure.
What are you laughing at over there, Terry? Fuck off. You pronounce that shit. I ended up picking Kennedy in this one. Went to a split decision for Nikolai. I really couldn't argue it.
I thought Nikolai had it.
Yeah. I mean, I was upset I lost the pick, but in all reality...
Like Kennedy never really got off the
no.
side of the pool. He just sat there with his feet dangling in the water.
Yeah.
never jumped in.
Sitting on the bay. Women's strawweight, we have Marina Rodriguez going up against Xiaonan.
Zhao
Xiaonan. Okay. Split decision for Rodriguez. I was actually a little shocked by this one. I honestly thought Yan...
Continue on.
Vince stopped.
Sorry.
He thought Yan.
Yeah. No.
And he just stopped. He died.
So I honestly thought Yan's performance in round 1 and 2, because Rodriguez came out of the third round, if I'm remembering the fight correctly.
She smoked her in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't even a question. And it was a split decision.
Yeah.
It could have gone any other way. Marina probably actually, and
Yeah.
I picked Yan to win the fight.
Yeah.
Marina actually probably won the fight.
Yeah. All right, moving on to lightweight, we got Jalen Turner and Jamie Malarkey. Turner with the KOs in round 2, early in round 2.
And he wasn't even trying to throw a punch.
No.
And it just landed and the dude went night-night.
Yep,
And it sucks because we both picked Malarkey.
we did. Malarkey's a pretty cool cat. Turner was just a better dude that night.
Much better. Much better.
All right, now getting into the main card here. The part that I missed, so you're going to take over. Sergey Spivak went up against Greg Hardy in heavyweight. KO in round 1. Spivak.
And like I was calling before the fight, get Greg Hardy off my fucking pay-per-view card. Get him off my pay-per-view card. I'm sick of it.
I was banking on that 10 seconds. Didn't happen. Did not happen whatsoever.
If they're nowhere UFC competition level, Greg Hardy's good.
Oh, yeah.
Once he hits UFC level competition, he's done.
It's over. And it's pretty obvious. I mean, just looking at the numbers alone is pretty depressing. Spivak only got offs.
Those numbers are not true. Hardy did not attempt or land 7 legit strikes. He might have been flailing his hands a couple times. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, moving on. So we had Kevin Holland go up against Alex Cowboy Oliveira at welterweight. Holland ended up getting the KO with the elbows in round 2, early round 2. And
It was nasty. Cowboy tried a couple of rear nakeds.
yeah, I
And,
saw that bit.
Holland did everything but flip him off.
Yeah, just laying there
Get out of
laughing.
here, dude. Yeah, Holland smoked him. Great showing it. His first fight in UFC at 170.
Yeah. Next fight here at featherweight, we have Edson Barbosa going up against Bryce Mitchell. Thug Nasty.
And once again, we come to a 30-27. That would have been Sal D'Amato.
Yeah.
The only judge that didn't watch the fucking fight.
Uh-huh.
I had it 30-25. Hey, look at
Look
that.
at that. Look at that. An actual legit 30-25. No, when
It was.
When
That
I-
fight was not close.
when I was going over and putting the scores in, or the wins in for the pick board, and I just looked at that score, and I laughed.
Yeah.
And laughed and laughed, and then I did everything I could to find the fucking highlight. I just wanted
That's how dominant that fight was.
Oh, man. They actually scored it right.
Yeah. And look at the strikes attempted and landed.
Mm-hmm.
And the takedowns, everything was one-sided.
Oh, absolutely.
The only thing that wasn't one-sided was the leg kicks.
Oh, yeah. No, I
It
saw
was
some.
one-sided the other way.
I saw Barbosa's leg kicks, and they still looked nasty.
They were, because in the back, after the fight was over and they met each other in back in the locker room,
Yeah.
yeah, Thug Nasty was limping his ass over to Edson Barbosa.
Oh, man. All right, moving on to our co-main event here at the catchweight fight for Rafael Dos Anjos. Rafael, yeah. RDA. That's why I call him RDA. Going up against Hento Moicano. Hanato. Hinato. Whatever. Unanimous decision for RDA.
Yeah, it was a whitewash. I couldn't believe it. I thought Moicano made weight easy. Yeah, he took the fight on 3 days' notice. I get all that.
Yeah.
Tough travel. I get that. But after watching him make weight that easy, no, he had nothing for RDA. He was way too tired. He was not ready for that fight and got schooled.
Yeah.
It looked like what Covington did to RDA.
Mm-hmm. That's bad. Speaking of Covington, main event, whole reason for the pay-per-view. Covington Masvidal. Unanimous decision for Covington.
Yeah, no brainer.
I mean, we definitely picked Covington, and it looked tried and true. All the highlights that I was able to actually get my hands on, and as much of this fight I could digest. Dude, Covington's got that pressure.
Jorge hit him one time that mattered.
Yeah.
Everything else was irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
I mean, I was a little upset that it went the distance. I was kind of hoping that
I
Covington would have
figured
finished
it would.
it.
Colby hasn't finished a fight since he started fighting top 25 dudes.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's one of Covington's humps that he needs to get over because, I mean, dude's got killer pressure. You know that if you're getting into a fight with Covington, he's going to keep the pace all 5 rounds, regardless.
But this time he actually slowed down a little bit.
Did he?
Yeah. He only even attempted 338 total strikes. That's a slow night for him.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, outcome was the same. We called it.
Yeah.
We knew.
Easy
And
money.
So for our first official UFC pick board,
Yeah, you cheated.
shut up. Always claiming that shit,
Well,
motherfucker. If I cheated, I'd win.
hey, look
I'm
at
winning.
that.
I'm winning now.
Look at that. Go figure.
So for the whole fight card, we're pretty even on everything.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
I took a couple of off ones just to be different.
Oh yeah. So for the undercard, we're pretty fucking spot on. I mean, you took Yao. I still took Rodriguez, and I was defending, not Yao, Yan. Sorry. And like you said, we both took Malarkey, and that kind of stung a tad bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, but we both missed at least. We almost had a perfect main card. Almost. We both missed.
Moicano.
Yeah. You missed the Moicano fight, and I missed the Hardy fight. And that was just a flyer from the get go. We both knew that shit
Yeah,
was
that
going to
the
happen.
dumbest flyer on the card.
All right, so
I mean, Kelleher was a pretty bad flyer, but not nearly as bad as Hardy.
yeah, I still took Kumar. All right, so for this week, coming up, as long as my computer doesn't say fuck you, UFC Fight Night, Santos versus Ankalaev. just
It's another good card. Really good card.
as quick as I can make this.
You mocking over there?
I'm mocking Terry's team though. I got him trading down.
Yeah,
Both bigs.
yeah, no, they'll fuck something up. I got faith in them.
All right, open up the early prelims here. We got Tefan. Oh, fuck off. Tefan at light heavyweight going up against Azamat.
Chukwi.
Chukwi. Tefan Chukwi.
Yeah.
Okay. Azamat. Mirzakanov? No.
That's
Close.
That's closer than what you were gonna guess the other time.
Fair enough. All right. Azamat's got the 180 favorite on this one. Oh, and that's changed since I set up the pick board. I did this Sunday. He was a 155 favorite. Now he's a 180. Azamat's coming in at a 10-0, and Tefan is coming in at 6-1.
And you see one of them's not Russian wrestler, and you see the other one's a Russian wrestler. Yeah, hence the line increasing significantly.
So you're gonna say you jumping on the Azamat bandwagon there?
Do you see an O after that number? Yes.
All right, next fight at bantamweight, we got Chris Moitano.
Mutino.
Okay, going up against Guido Canetti.
Canetti.
Chris is a 150 favorite, whereas Canetti is a 125.
Do you even remember who Chris Mutino is?
Nope, I'm assuming.
The green hair sparks nothing in your memory.
No.
He's the one that sat there and got his ass beat by the Sugar Show on short notice.
Oh, that was him.
That was him.
Oh, and the kid, for doing such a short notice, you gotta give him praise.
Why? For being able to take that large of an ass
It
whooping
was a hell of an ass whooping.
and not get knocked out. Give him credit.
Yeah, give him credit. Yeah.
Hey,
Still give Gastelum credit. Fuck off.
do you go toss a 5 spot to the punching bag in the corner at the local gym? Then why the fuck are you giving this poor kid to that ass whipping credit?
Poor kid's got a fucking favorite line on us.
Because he can take a punch.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got Canetti.
Okay.
Canetti's got takedowns.
I'll throw a little diversity on that. I'll, you know what? I'm praising the dude for having heart.
There you go. You back your play.
I will. All right. Next fight here, we have at middleweight. We got Delacha.
Dolce.
Yep, Dolce.
Lungi and Bula.
Nah, no way in hell I was gonna get that. Going up against Cody Brundage. Dolce is a 130 favorite. 11-3 for Dolce. Cody is a 6-2.
It's a tricky fight. It's a close fight. I believe the line has it pretty close.
Yeah, I mean it's only
skewed
changed just
it's
a
skewed
little bit.
but not much. Yeah, this is a tough one to pick.
I'll ride with Vegas on this one.
That's what I was gonna say. But
Okay.
if you pick Cody, you're not going out on some short, skinny branch.
Yeah. Next fight here we got at women's flyweight. Well, we got Sabina Mazo going up against Miranda Maverick. She's a Maverick. Maverick is sitting at 11-4, whereas Mazo is a 9-3. Maverick does have the favorite at a 280.
And I believe Miranda's coming up with back-to-back losses.
Ooh, so she needs this win. Hold on. Pulling it up. Just to confirm.
I believe she is.
Yep.
Well, thought
Yeah.
so.
Oh, yeah, because
Yep,
she
yep.
lost to Macy and then ended up losing to Blanchfield.
Yep.
So...
Now what you got?
Oh, so you're just going to go ahead and take Mazo on this one?
Fuck no.
I'm a Maverick.
I'm trying to bait you.
Nah. Well, what, are you kidding me? No, I'm taking Maverick.
You never said that.
I just did. No, I'm not.
Just now.
You son of a bitch.
Asshole.
Next fight we got at featherweight. Featherweight.
You like it.
At featherweight we got Damon Jackson going up against Kamala. Yeah.
Kamala Kirk.
Sure. I like Kamala Kirk better. Pick and fight.
Well, it's a different fight if it's Kamala. Come on, Cat.
Hey, Jamil looked pretty good. Okay, fuck off.
You're not wrong. Jamil looked good.
It's a pick and fight right now. When I created the pick board, we were looking at a 150 favorite for Kirk, and then a 125 for Jackson. So
It's
it's
because everybody with intelligence is picking Jackson.
yeah.
Because of that reach.
So they started betting. Yeah. So they started betting on him and skewing the Vegas line back the other way.
So you're taking Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay. Diversity's sake, I'll take Kirk. Next fight we got here at Bantamweight. Trevin Jones going up against Javid Bassarat.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Bassarat's sitting at a 150 favorite. Jones is coming in at 13-7, where Bassarat's 11-0.
Yeah. What's Vegas say?
Yeah, I'm going with Vegas.
Imagine that.
That's right. Well, why? I mean, he doesn't even really exist. He's black and white. How can they don't even have enough money to put him in color.
You can't even read. Why are you carrying a book bag?
Jeez. All right, next fight at women's
What
flyweight.
is this, from the 1940s?
32, thank you very much. Next fight at women's flyweight, we got JJ Aldrich going up against Jillian Robertson. Robertson is a 125 favorite. Again, 3 days ago, she was sitting at a 160. So
money started
more's
coming
coming
back
in
in
on
on
Aldrich.
JJ?
Yeah.
I'm going Robertson big time.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, look at the hair.
I love Jillian. It's my Canadian princess. You back off.
Just saying, look at the hair.
Yeah.
All right,
5.
both riding with Jillian
That's
on this
actually
one.
what her hair looks like.
Well, see? Grows in natural like that.
No, JJ trains a lot with Rose
Oh, yeah.
and them up in Colorado.
Okay.
And so once people start realizing that that's what she does, they're like, hey, wait, maybe she's better than what we think because you never remember her.
Nope, never. I mean, JJ's absolutely got
And
a
so
chance of
that's why
winning
the
this
line
fight.
opens up big and then starts skewing back.
Yeah. I mean, again, JJ has an opportunity to actually win this one.
No, she doesn't. No, Jillian gets her on the ground, the fuck fight's over.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. To finish out the prelims at welterweight, we got Matthews. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Semmel's-Burger. It's not that hard. He's American, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't say. No, that doesn't mean shit.
Roethlisberger.
Don't follow me in the bathroom. What?
Sesame burgers. What is that?
He's going up against AJ Fletcher here. Fletcher's 9-0, whereas
Semmel.
McDonald's name.
Simmelsberger.
There is no... Dude, hey, Fox.
No.
S-E-M-E-L.
Don't tell me to sound out something phonetically when
Sesame
phonetically
burger.
isn't even fucking right.
Sesame burger. Yeah, that Adge Fletcher guy looks like he's pretty good too. What kind of name is Adge?
Adge.
Now that messed up name that you mentioned, like when you first started going through there, like when you said something to me,
Yeah.
looks like they got a handful of darts and got to throw them at a Luigi board, and then they got to sacrifice their firstborn to arrange them one time to make it sound like some shit, they didn't come up with.
It's like doing fucking Scrabble with 17 fucking consonants and 2 vowels. So Matthew's sitting at 9-3, whereas Fletcher's 9-0.
Yeah.
Matthew's a 220 favorite.
Yeah.
When I did this, he was a 240 favorite. So
That's
it's
because-
closed a little.
That's because people see a 0, and it's not people, it's Vegas. When they start putting together these parlays,
Yeah.
they'll find a 0 to toss in there. So you start putting money on these parlays, knowing that the other dude's the Vegas favorite.
I honestly think that's not the case. I think the case is that, hey, I can say Fletcher.
I think
It's easier to call into my bookie and be like, hey, I want Fletcher.
I see a reach problem. That's what I see. I see a major reach problem.
There's a
there.
fight problem with this one.
Just saying. One's black and white.
People don't realize whenever Vegas initially puts out their initial line,
Yep.
when they have them skewed so far, they don't pay attention that 4 days later, that line's closed. And then you start looking at the parlay prop bets.
Uh-huh.
And the reason that line's closed so much is because the favorite is not part of that parlay.
Ah.
It's the underdog that they toss into that parlay, but you like the other two fighters so much, you're willing to drop a
An
hundred
extra.
spot
Yeah.
on that one parlay because, well, at least that dude's undefeated. I
Yep.
got a shot.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Vegas is the one that created that parlay. You didn't, you jackass. They didn't create it to lose their money. They created it to take yours. And so that's why you see a lot of these lines closed.
Yeah. So you're going with Snowsburger?
Yeah.
Okay. Me
yeah,
too.
Sesame burger.
Because Josh pointed out the one thing the key difference that I was looking at was the massive fucking reach difference.
Yeah. It's huge. Now, don't get me wrong. There's
Put your
3
pants
inches
on.
there. There's 3 inches there for the height.
Just
all right?
that.
Yeah.
Reach doesn't always make it.
No.
But whenever it's like that, where they're within 3 inches,
Oh, yeah.
typically it's good bet. But whenever you see those guys with the that are rail thin
Uh-huh.
guys that reach don't mean nothing, man. Especially if he gets in. And it's an actual ground and pound. Then you're done.
What are you doing?
Saving time. All right. So.
Did you really? You had to do that as you're scrolling up anyways.
So, next bout, starting the main card, we got at middleweight, Alex Pereira going up against Bruno Silva. Pereira is the 175 favorite for this.
Against a much more experienced Bruno Silva.
Very.
I'm taking Silva.
I'm taking Pereira. You don't remember watching his last fight.
His last fight now. I don't remember a lot of things. Why do you act surprised?
Yeah, Pereira's a kickboxer. He came over in his
the
last
kicks,
fight.
The kicks.
In the last fight,
Mm-hmm.
he's the one that trains with Glover Teixeira, has been for 3 years. And he's the one that got submission, even though he's a kickboxer in his
yeah.
first UFC fight, because nobody expected him to have ground game, except for the fact that he lives and trains with
Glover
Glover
Teixeira.
Teixeira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already made my pick. Fuck it, I'll stick with it.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
I made mine.
I don't back down. Fuck this. Next fight, a light.
Until you change it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I switch it. Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong.
Don't cheat. I don't cheat. All right, next at lightweight, we got Drew Dauber going up against Terrence McKinney.
Dover.
Dober is a 170 favorite on this one.
No, I meant Dover was the way to pronounce it. I'm picking Terrence. I'm picking T-Rex on the short notice.
Fuck you. God damn it. This main card, I don't care. We can pick the same.
Now, he's probably not going to win. Short notice fight, extremely short notice fight. But this kid's got a lot of juice. He's got a lot of skill. I watched him in the LFA
Mm-hmm.
2 years before he even came to the UFC.
Yep.
If he can pull it out, he's skyrocketing. Just Drew Dober is a tough out.
He is a tough out.
You got my pick. You got waiting around on
I'm
me.
going with McKinney on this one. No justifiable reason, just doing so. Wasn't expecting you to take him. Next, light heavyweight, we got Khalil Roundtree Jr. going up against Carl Robertson. Yeah. Robertson? Yeah,
Either
Robertson.
way's fine.
Robertson is the 125 favorite on this. Fuck, that line hasn't changed in the last 3 days.
Close line, though, still.
Yeah, still pretty close line. Robertson is sitting at 9-4, and Roundtree's at 22-10. I'm gonna take the dude with the more experience.
Well, that's wrong. Roundtree's at 10-5.
Oh, hey, that's wrong. I'm taking the dude with the more experience.
40 time, baby.
Oh,
Them's additions is hard. Them's additions by subtractions.
we need phonics. We need some flashcards.
You know what's funny about that? My kid, hey, he's not even 3 yet. He can add that. Did you know that?
No.
You can. You can add that. Just saying.
Who you got?
Who you got?
I'm taking Roundtree.
Fuck you, dick. I am too.
Oh, shit.
I was trying to get you to get the right record so you'd flip your pick and go with Vegas.
No, I stuck with what I said. He still had one more fight. Actually, 2 more fights than Robertson had, so dude with more experience. Next fight, a featherweight. We got Sadiq Yusuf going up against
What'd you tell
Alex.
me to do?
You've been waiting for that, haven't you?
Jeez.
Going up against Alex Oh, God. I quit. I'm done. Fuck you.
It's Bruce Leroy, man. How do you not know that?
I know.
Come on. Caceres.
Thank you. So, Sadiq sitting at a 240 favorite. And Bruce Leroy sitting at a 200 underdog.
Yeah, I got Bruce Leroy.
I know you do. I think Sadiq was disappointment last time out. Yeah. Because that was...
Arnold Allen smoked his ass.
yeah. Yeah, I'm still going with Sadiq. And you taking Bruce Leroy.
Yep.
Little sparrowhead.
Where the...
Thank God you opened it all up beforehand.
Yeah.
That way you didn't know
to
where you
just
were at.
fucking-
Even though you opened them all up at the same time.
It's doing good for a
He's
minute.
saving time though.
It was good for a minute. Alright, so for the co-main of this night, we got Marlon Rice going up against Sung Yadong at bantamweight. Yadong is sitting at a 240 favorite.
Marlon Moraes fades after round 1. Sedong
Just strong all the way fucking
all
through.
the fucking way through.
Song of Dong.
Give me Dong
Yeah.
all day long.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Give me your dong. Got a song about your dong all day long.
All day, baby.
Oh, shit. So,
The shit's so small. You
Main
can't
event.
on your balls. Song your dong all day long.
main event, light heavyweight, we got Thiago Santos going up against Magomed Ankalaev. Ankalaev's a 550 favorite.
Well, Santos has not looked the same since he fought John Jones.
Do you blame him? I mean,
No. He's just found more constructive things to do with his time besides fight. He's making babies with Yana.
fair enough.
Didn't say I blamed him. I just said there's a reason that alignment's the way it is. He didn't
Yeah.
get his ass whipped.
Yeah. So we're in agreement here. Ankalaev's going to get the
I'd
W
be
on
shocked
this one.
if it makes it through round 2.
Yeah?
Yeah, it would.
I'm going to say it's going to distance.
Oh, I don't.
It shouldn't. It fucking shouldn't. I'm going to say it's going to distance.
I got 50 that says it doesn't.
Sold.
Man.
Is this our first real bet?
No, it's not. Guess who's lost all of these real bets? Not me.
How can you take money from me?
He does it so easily.
Pretty easily, yeah.
Man, I would not do that. I couldn't take money from him.
Well, I
Hey,
can't.
give me $20.
I'll pay you back.
I won't. I said give me, not loan me. Big difference.
All right. Well, that wraps it up for
It
fight night.
is a really good fight card, though. There's a lot of banging fights on there.
Yeah, a lot of banging, you dog.
Hey, don't laugh. Dong can bang. Dong can
You
bang.
can bang it out, boys.
He can.
Oh, shit. All right. Anything else on closing notes?
I think we hit pretty much every fucking thing. Hey, as much as I like to make fun of David Football Gettleman and his GM expertise, I rank LeBron James right up there with him. Hey, if there's youthful talent on that team, get it the fuck off right now. Just kick bricks. No, old dude. I want him. Ooh, give me that old dude. We're gonna win.
Until you don't.
Until you don't.
And then when you don't, hey, how's Andrew Wiggins looking right now? Pretty good. How's Kevin Love looking? Yeah.
Well, that's the difference between playing for a championship. He did what he did. He did do it.
He just plays for a championship, one ring every place he goes. All they're gonna get is that one.
Hey, he did it. He did it.
He did it, but man,
He was able
like
to do
if
it.
he would have kept the young talent around him, he could have coasted to just so many rings in a row.
Well, that's the thing too. Is it's not all LeBron. He keep his young talent while he was at Cleveland the first time?
They didn't have any young talent the first time.
So how would he know? How would he know about growing a player? He's never had to. You know
Yeah,
what I
'cause
mean?
when he went to Miami, he didn't. That was
No.
that was Wade.
Yeah. And Wade and Bosch were already good. You know what I mean? And then he goes back over. Now, Kyrie had to deal with, running it while he was gone, but Kyrie was already built
Kyrie
up.
was already good.
Yeah. So
But
he
if-
didn't have to build him.
And that's my point against LeBron. I'm like, man, if you could have kept Kyrie, LeBron, and Wiggins for 6-7 years, dear Lord. Dear Lord.
And that's the thing, too. Is I don't know what exactly went on with Kyrie during that period of time, but
Oh, I think Kyrie was just being Kyrie.
yeah, that didn't work out for him. It's still not really working out for him.
Hey,
either.
he just dropped 50 last night.
Yeah, so did LeBron the other night, too.
LeBron had to. They're fighting for the play-in game.
Yeah,
Same play-in game that they came out and berated the NBA for creating.
well, yeah.
Now they need it.
Yep. Absolutely.
And the Anthony Davis nightmare is, in fact, a long-term Anthony Davis nightmare. Hey, when did he play and when? When he was in a bubble and didn't have to get on a plane or move or do anything but play basketball.
But he
That-
always comes back, and he's always good whenever he comes back.
Just getting his ass back.
That's the problem.
That travel kills him.
Yep.
That keeping him in the bubble, that's what got LeBron and the Lakers the ring. Keeping Anthony Davis put in one spot. Nope, just go from that room to that court and go play basketball. Don't do shit else.
Yeah.
It worked. I don't think they would have won it if they wouldn't have been in the bubble.
Yeah. Yeah. You never know.
That was
You never
Davis.
know. Yeah.
You don't know for sure, but
Yeah.
that was Davis's least injured year.
Yep. Yeah.
If it's just a coincidence, it's a mighty strong one.
And that's fair enough, yeah. What do I think about that team? Yeah. I'm more concentrated on the Pistons.
Well, I'm not a fucking Pistons fan.
Well, I'm a big Pistons fan. And Cade looks like he's the real
Like,
deal, man.
thank God we got rid of KCP and Kuzma. Couldn't have used them this fucking year at all.
Yeah, that was not intelligent. 3-and-Ds are... They help.
Hey, Golden State looking good. Everybody that wrote them off. They looking alright.
That's... We talked about that forever. Why? If once you get them healthy, you can get
Curry, Clay.
the Splash Brothers back.
Yeah.
You're good.
And then you toss in some young energy.
Right.
And for man, Andrew Wiggins, who's a long wing. Come on. A no-brainer.
Yeah. They got enough players. That's all I know. They got plenty of them. So, look at my trade back for the Giants. Look at my trade back for the Giants.
Hey, Josh was working on important shit while we were talking about fights, okay?
Yep, not gonna happen. There's no way. Iquanu falls to 11. Linderbaum falls to 22. Pickett could fall to 36. I doubt it, but it is possible. That might be right around the right spot for Johnson, just because he's a guard and we can't draft him because he's going to be good right off the bat.
Right.
And make my team solid.
Yep.
Yeah, so we let them fall. Drake Johnson has some potential upside. Petrie's actually an undersold safety from Baylor.
Very right.
He actually fits the mold of the Notre Dame kid
Yep.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
With a lot of the same rangy playmaking abilities.
Yeah. Like him.
So I don't know if he's going to fall that far.
Hey.
But he could.
It's just a mock draft, so.
Asimov from OU is getting some late round love. Quite a bit. There's a lot of potential there. Ferguson from, Wisconsin. Cook from Georgia, nobody's talking about.
Good pass catching.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. Corker from Kentucky, nobody's talking about, even though over the past 5 years, Kentucky's roster has been stacked with fucking talent.
Yep.
Just top tier NFL talent, it's been stacked.
Yeah. How?
How they're not winning, I don't know.
Right.
But they're not, but their players go to the NFL and perform. Rambo's an intriguing one down there, late round from the U. Another late round tight end. Two tight ends isn't a bad thing.
No, I was thinking about it for, how many you got?
Oh, the Giants?
Yeah. This is all Giant stuff. I think I knocked it out of the park, and I got a Washington first.
I saw that. That's going to be a valuable pick. Hold on to that motherfucker. No, that'd be...
That completely rebuilds.
But there's one thing that your mock didn't figure in. David fucking football Gettleman.
Yeah. That completely rebuilds your line. It gives you another quarterback just in case whatever is going on with your current quarterback.
That's all smoke and mirrors there, not keeping that kid. He's not the long-term answer. Half of the scouts knew it when he came out. The other half had big hard-ons for him.
Right.
He's kind of in the same... I don't know if he's in the same boat as Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson might have had a chance. Maybe. I think it's a slim one. But maybe had a chance.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that he went to the fucking Jets. So I don't see anything happening with him but tears and frustration.
Now, I got my two tight ends because I know you're losing Ingram and who's the other guy? Rudolph.
I know, yeah.
Rudolph. Look, they already got rid of Rudolph.
Yeah. Rudolph is just the age.
Yep. So I'm getting two other tight ends to try to help out with that. My running back for Cook, there's a very good reason for that. If you can keep Barkley off the field.
Yep.
All right.
You can
On
extend
third
his
down.
play time.
Yep.
Yep. Just use him as 2 down back. Throw him in for that shift. That should work because he's real good. He'd be a great specialty 3rd down back.
And see,
he
Gallman's
can-
not bad at that. Their problem is they don't have anybody to help carry, 5 carries on this drive or something like that to replace Saquon. They got those swing backs that can do a lot of that stuff like that.
Right.
Now, your rookie's always going to be cheaper and help your cap out more.
Yeah.
Like your tight ends. Kyle Rudolph, it's not that he's bad, but he's such a veteran in the NFL. Each year that he's still there, his price goes up just on base.
Mm-hmm.
It's written into the CBA.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether you want to keep him or not, he's going to be expensive. And fans don't factor a lot of that into it.
Correct.
Yep.
I mean, I like it there. 2 safeties. I already know you guys have McKinney and Love, I do believe.
Yeah.
But you know what? The way the safeties are, if one ends up becoming really expensive, if you can just plug one in,
Yep.
it saves you a whole lot of cap money later
You
on.
eat $2 million in dead cap money 1 year to save $6 million.
Right.
That happens every day now.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the reason why I even did that part of it, but rebuilds your line and gives you other options inside of that and trades you out of your top 2 picks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing,
No.
and gives you hope as far as another quarterback in case
Oh, you
should
need
see
that.
And Pickett, everybody can talk all the shit they
He
want
doesn't
to on him.
fumble.
He doesn't fumble, and he's accurate.
He's pretty accurate.
He's accurate. So,
Not that your receivers give two fucks about that. I mean, hey, you got a touchdown out of your first round wide receiver.
I feel fucking horrible for that fucking squad. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I mean, everybody knew Tony was a massive reach in the first round.
Yep.
Massive reach. That's a third round. It's got third round written all over it. The first round, that's a tough one to pull off.
Hey. It is what it is, man.
We shall just see.
Yep.
Well, let's end this on a high note with high hopes for the Giants, okay? If Josh, you can go ahead and screenshot that and send it to Gettleman. Just say, yeah, go ahead and make one or two changes, but you should really follow this. Good luck.
It's David Football Gettleman. You don't need your fucking input.
No, he doesn't. He's like, nobody will talk to me anymore.
See? That's why he'll listen. He'll be the first one in the last... What?
It's a good thing he's not there anymore, though.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He'd look at it.
Anyways,
Probably not.
He'd go, "Ah, that's what I would have done too." Then I'd be like, oh, fuck.
ladies and gentlemen, those for you who are listening, here comes the sounder. For those of you who are watching, click like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Check out the merch on bonfire.com, Squatch Shack, and hit us up. Terry has got a good thing going on here with the shout outs, and we're going to continue to do that. And you know what? I might just have Terry call those in. Yeah, you signed yourself up for that, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So,
I might have one a week. I might have 2 a week.
hey, that's
Never know.
fine, man. Once we do this and you're not able to make it, we'll get you to call in and fucking say, hey, here we go. So,
Terry Hour of Power.
there you go. Everybody, we'll catch you next week.